I'm annoyed. Office. I was walking away from the show last week. I was walking towards Berry Street. I like to look at the records and the record shops. And I was on my mobile phone, and I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute.
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" Now,
you sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums or
no,
something?
it was definitely
6 for a quid?
No, it was definitely a prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like, can you imagine? Who would what, am I going to hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back? You say you want me to meet more women.
And you sent me that 30 quid
exactly.
for my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a whore. And it was just sort of, you could tell that she was clearly probably desperate for crack or a latest fix of smack. So she was literally the normal etiquette of prostitution, that they hang around, they show some thigh. I've seen this in films.
Will ya?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take you out for a meal, that sort of thing. That had sort of gone out of the window, and she was just there, desperate, running around the streets.
Did she go out of a window? Because that's another thing they sometimes do, specialist ones.
But I was shocked because I've never been propositioned before like that.
Really?
In London.
That's weird, isn't it? Karl, thoughts?
I think you'd be sort of approached a lot because they tend to sort of go for people who look like they haven't got much chance.
Sure.
And I'm not being mean.
No.
I know it's a long time.
Sorry, I'll let you go back to it. In what way aren't you being mean? By saying that
Steve knows is a little bit odd looking.
I don't think. Well,
no, he does. Do you know?
Yeah, no, but it's not what he thinks of his looks. It's what he thinks of you talking about his looks on.
No, but it's like how you were talking before about, your eyes are bad. It's nature's little way of saying, look, nothing to see here, right?
I don't get that.
I don't know what you mean.
But when you look in the mirror and that, they've gone, look, he hasn't got the looks. Let's make his eyes bad, right?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're balancing it out, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny, right? Now we're on the topic.
Sorry, Johnny Depp.
Now listen,
but my chest is gonna burst at this moment.
Whenever we go into this conversation, I always think to myself, Karl, do you know what you look like?
I am gonna burst.
Seriously, can I be honest with you? You look like, if you've got like a balloon, a hot air balloon, right? Just a little balloon, like a party balloon. Right. If you drew a little face on it, right, and inflated it about halfway, that's what you look like.
Right.
No, play a record. No, I don't want to get into this. It's too intense.
Now you've got onto this. Let's just nip it in the bud now. I'll tell you something that I wasn't going to tell you because I think it was
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Right, it was on the tube. Right. Well, I wasn't. Someone told me they were on the tube. Right, and the tube pulled into a station. Right, and one of the women saw the poster that's out at the moment with you and Rick on it. Right.
Yeah.
So this woman apparently goes, "Oh look, there's Ricky. Ricky's on the radio." Right. And the other woman goes, "Oh yeah, don't you listen to it?" So she goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was on the radio." And she goes, "Oh,
I'm sorry, Steve.
look,
because he didn't sound this bad."
She said, "Oh, look at that person he's with." So she goes, "Yeah." She said, "That's Steve." She said, I was sort of aware that he looked odd because Karl mentions it on the radio.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as much of a blow to me, but I can see how it was a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
So that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that isn't me sort of telling this woman to say anything. That was all happened without anybody else sort of bringing it on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
was it? Sorry, you seem to be relishing this. Was it because of the little balloon story that made you?
I honestly, Steve, I wouldn't have told you, but if you're going to start, having a pop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can't just sit here and take it and that.
No.
I mean, all mates.
Yeah, it's just...
yeah. Well, I mean, I was mistaken for Johnny Vegas. Steve's got a story about that, if you want to have a go at me.
Well, someone just thought you were fat with a beard, which is true.
Well, don't have a go at me, because he said you look...
Well, you started it.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
You were milking it. You were egging him on.
I was laughing.
You were egging him on.
I sort of was.
Yeah.
But let's not, you know.
Oh, it's a good job you've got lots of good mates like Jonathan Ross you can go and hang out with. You don't need other friends, people who've helped you in your career.
He's a good-looking bloke, isn't he, Jonathan Ross?
He's a good-looking fella.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, over to you. This is the time where we play, well, the world-famous quiz, isn't it?
Rockbusters, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is Blockbusters, but with music. See you later.
Cryptic clues and that. Do you want to say?
Not really cryptic, but go on.
We've got a number of DVDs to give away, including some teachers' DVDs. We've got a bunch of CDs here, and also Ricky Gervais's live stand-up DVD,
Animals, brilliant.
which
Cool.
is not good at all. I really would not encourage people to buy that. It is weak observations, poorly performed. I would recommend The Office Series 2 on DVD.
Rubbish in that. I'm awful in that. You can actually see me forgetting some of my lines.
That's true.
Go on.
Right then, so cryptic clues. Just an example, might be new. I reckon people will be staying in today because it's raining and that, so might not have heard it before. So, like...
or they have and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
Good. You gave up on that, did you?
Three.
Well, give us an example of the sort of thing.
Jesus.
All right, maybe don't.
Listen,
Don't say that long.
I'm a broadcaster.
Yeah, words are my tool.
Go on.
All right, forget that.
Come on, Baldy.
Right, three clues then. Here's the first one. It's a band or an artist.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for?
Good point. Good question.
Right?
Yeah, if it had been why you're going to the northwest, that's a different matter. Go
I'm
on.
going to the northeast. What are you going there for? Right?
Yeah.
S is the initial, so it's a band or an artist it starts with an S, and that's the clue. Right? Second one. She's related to the man in the lamp. Right? That's G. Right? She's related to the man in the lamp. Right? And the third one is the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but it's a little bit pricey.
Oh God, I feel an accent coming on.
That's one where you're going to have to think about it with the accent.
I imagine.
Initials there, DS for that one, right? So the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but, you know, it's a bit dear and that, isn't it? A bit pricey. So,
So give us some again, quickly.
right, the first one, I'm going to the northeast. What are you going there for? That's S. She's related to the man in the lamp, you know. That's G.
Changes a
and
bit.
the Jamaican fella would love to live there, but a little bit pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's DS, so email in or text and that.
Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. What's
or
the
text 83XFM. Yeah, what's
with
that?
those prizes?
God, can I just tell this quickly? In the week, I'm talking to you now, the listener. Usually I don't.
Yeah.
Karl said, about embarrassing him on air and that, and he's worried about his education, and he was worried about not knowing long words. Like, we come up with any long words. And he said, no, I was scared, you were going to ask me something about, someone, and he's a Eastern European leader. His surname is Milosevic. And Karl said, so I learnt it this week, and learnt it so you can't catch me out in case you start. I said, what? And he said, he thought about it, and he went, Flobodan Milosevic.
Got the surname right though, didn't he?
So what's his name?
Right?
What's his name?
That's how Bill and Ben would address this leader.
How would they have said it?
Flobodan Milosevic.
What's his name?
Slobodan
Yeah.
Milosevic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Ricky Gervais with me, Steve and Karl. Karl, why have you got a headache? You got a headache?
Just a bit stressful because the moves on this.
And he said, and then he went back, sat down, phone rings, and they said, did they sort out the fire in the oven that your wife told us about?
Oh.
He went, 1, there is no fire in my oven. 2, I haven't got a wife. And Karl went, what do you think of that? I went, that's not it. He went, yeah. I went,
That's the end of the
I went,
story.
What? He went, well, how'd you explain that? I went, explain what? I thought he was going to say, a year later we got married, but she died in an oven fire. Right? I thought it was going to be that. And I went,
That's
what?
people winding him up.
Yeah, or someone did report a fire oven, and their name was Johnson, and they looked up Johnson, they got the wrong thing, it was the gas board, and they sent around to the wrong person, right? You know, he went, yeah, I said, I explained it to him, he went, yeah, why did they look at the cat funny?
Oh, man alive, Karl. This is really weird, right? I I was in my house once, right, and the doorbell rang.
Yeah.
Right, I opened the door and there was no one there.
Yeah.
Right, and then I looked across the street,
There's some
right, and there were some kids running away.
Yeah.
Now, how do you explain that?
Yeah.
There was another time, right, where, like, I opened the door and there was a bloke goes, "You've ordered pizza." I went, "I haven't ordered pizza." And I heard my mate upstairs giggling and putting the phone down.
Yeah. How do you explain that? Carl, seriously, why did you tell me that story? What did you think it was weird about that?
The fact that it was 3 different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall
hassling
asleep
him
and not read the
about
end?
A fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Carl. What? I mean, why did they look at the cat funny?
Because cats don't like spirits, do they?
What? And the other blokes were ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
So these are kind of beetle about type ghosts. These are ghosts who walk the earth as the undead, just winding people up slightly.
That's lovely. That is lovely.
Seriously,
and a cat
Carl,
that did not look happy.
but seriously, why would ghosts wander around just like winding people up?
Oh,
Maybe something did happen there years ago. Some fire, some woman might have died in a house of a fire or something.
Yeah.
And it sort of all happened again. Bit of a-
Yeah, it's certainly a mystery.
I mean, if you don't
it's a
believe-
mystery. I mean, I can't.
What's this book you were reading? You were reading a book, which is interesting enough.
It was the Fortean Times.
Oh, Karl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what to say.
Well, I'll tell you this, Karl. There is a track that will spook you right out. This is Warren Zevon from what was it, like about 1979, early 80s?
Oh, great track.
Werewolves of London. Play this, Karl. But don't be scared. From 1978, Karl, Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon. Are you a fan of that?
It's alright, that.
Great track, isn't it?
Fans of Warren Zevon, maybe if you should know he's got a new album out as we speak. Although, if you're a fan, you probably know that already.
Yeah.
If you aren't a
People
fan,
who hate him would be interested in knowing that he's got a new album out.
Yeah.
Do you believe in? I think
Werewolves.
lycanthropy. Is it not called
What's that, sorry?
lycanthropy?
What's lycanthropy?
Isn't that werewolfism?
Really?
Isn't it? Do you believe in that, Carl?
They've found stuff, haven't they? They've found kids walking about who are all hairy because they sort of grew up with wolves and that.
Yeah.
So
No. You see, 2 things there. You cannot take on acquired characteristics genetically. So if you grew up with wolves, it wouldn't suddenly make you hairy.
there's been pictures, there's been stories on it, and I reckon a lot of people have seen the stories. It's a popular thing.
You mean the kids that are born hairy?
No, there's kids who've been born hairy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, but listen, and they walk around on all 4s, and they drink milk from a saucer.
Steve, this is
remember that time with the maggot in the head? And getting out with bacon, and you were like laughing, and then people called up and said, "Yeah, I've seen that. I've read about that."
Yeah,
this is the same thing.
Have you seen an XFM listener up close? Have you ever looked?
They drink milk from a saucer.
Yeah, they've got to be kept on leads. People who listen to this show.
There's no point me telling you about stuff.
There is. It's comedy gold.
When you were at school, did you keep arguing with the teacher saying you're talking rubbish there?
Teachers didn't teach us about werewolf boys and ghosts. They taught us maths. God, right. Tell the story about the manhole cover.
Right, in the same magazine as the one with the cat and the fire and that.
Don't tell me that story again, it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, a cat that's got a weird expression on its face is against God.
Anyway, this isn't a scary story. This was just like physics. Physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the nuclear bomb and how powerful it is. And they put a manhole cover on top of one.
Okay.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Man alive, Karl. Unexplained.
What's going on there? Something weird is happening there.
If anyone has ever seen that manhole cover, please get in touch. We'd love to know where it is.
Oh, that's fantastic. What sort of experiment is that? I imagine all these scientists on multi-billion-pound research budgets, they're going, we test everything. What would you do to a manhole cover? Don't know.
That's like letting a couple of students
Exactly,
have control of a nuclear
Do you reckon it can
Let's
send a
put this
traffic cone into orbit? Go on then, put it on there. I love that. I imagine that. What? What value is that? And I'll tell you what we could do. We could put the manhole cover on it and aim it, and then blow the bomb up, and the manhole cover would have someone's eye out. Fire it. See if you can fire manhole covers off the nuclear bomb. Whatever. Try bangers to a bomb. See if it's louder. Oh God.
Okay, listen, Carl, play another track, and then afterwards, can we probe your views on the week's news?
If you want.
We'll do a bit of a white van Carl session.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Today
is the greatest, because we're back.
That's true enough.
All right.
I hope people, Rick, were listening to that loud on this lovely summer's day.
I mean, no, not too loud.
Well,
don't annoy people.
Now, this will scare you. Now, Carl, you will be a little bit unnerved about this. Have you seen the film Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
You know what happened there? Well, according to the Sun here, it says scientists are planning to clone mammoths for a theme park. Look at his face. Look at that. He looks like a dog caught in the headlights of a car. He's terrified.
I love Carl.
He's sprung to attention
Carl.
there.
Is that the best news you could have?
Man moths.
Right.
Yeah, man moths.
I
Man
love
moths.
the fact that that's why he was so excited that they bred a man moth. What is this? Yeah, it's a human being that hides in your wardrobe and eats an entire jacket in a day.
Yeah.
What do you mean, man moths? Mammoths. Mammoth, the big hairy cow
heard of a
from the
mammoth?
Ice Age. I mean, elephant.
You're not so excited about that, then? You can take or leave bringing back mammoths to life, but a man moth...
A man moth is a different matter. Oh, if we'd have never brought that up, he'd have gone and told someone now.
Yeah.
You know, they've bred an half man, half moth.
This is what we
This is how
mean.
things start.
This is what we mean when you hear
don't-
these ghost
Are you
stories.
slightly deaf? Is that it? When you hear these stories, you're slightly deaf, and his head was in the basket, and he went, "Count how many times I blink." Is it?
Carl, is English your first language? Are you actually foreign? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Should we speak
when we say
slower?
foreign, we mean not of this planet.
Yeah. Should we speak slower? Would that be a help to you?
No, go on. Next
What do you
one.
make of that?
Do you think that's good?
The
Well, that's
idea
good
of
to bring back mammoths.
prehistoric animals.
These giant elephants.
They're slow, aren't they? It's not as if they're going to, like, get out and run fast and they can't capture them.
They'll probably be a
Like
fence, to be
elephants,
honest,
aren't
Carl. They'll probably be a fence.
they? No, but I'm
Big
saying,
fence.
but you're asking it as if, like, oh, it could all go wrong, but it couldn't, could it?
Well,
Really?
but the point was about Jurassic Park is they thought it wouldn't go wrong. They thought they had it all under
Yeah, but
control.
that was
and
Have you
dinosaurs.
learned nothing from Jurassic Park, Carl?
Dinosaurs would say, oh, think about it before you do it. But with a hairy elephant, it's not going to...
Not a concern for you. Would you go along to see him? Would you be interested in that?
If it was in the area.
He's the best. He's great, isn't he? I'd love a queue,
Nothing
right?
impresses
No,
him.
but what I'd like to do is Carl sitting like Yoda in a little cave, and I'd just like to see people like Tony Blair and, you know, Stephen Hawking's in a queue, and they go and say, "Carl, got a bit of a problem."
And thinking of cloning a man and a moth. Problem? Not an issue. No, if I'm in the area, I might cruise around and have a look at it. Otherwise, just don't send it near my clothes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's just for a second. As the words "man moth" came into your head, how excited were you? I mean, were you both terrified and excited? For the moment when you thought that they'd cloned a man and a moth.
I pictured...
What kind of face did he have? Did he have the moth's head, or was it a man's head?
just a little man head.
Right. What was his face? What did it look like?
He just was like a bit shocked.
Perplexed. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was like he'd been grafted onto the body of a moth without his consent.
And when he was asleep,
lad.
Yeah, he'd woken up.
he just went in to have a goiter removed, and they said, "We've
He
replaced
woke
your
up with
goiter with the body of a giant moth."
Yeah.
Is that all right, Mr. Jenkins?
So he had the head of a little. Was it a little boy or a man?
little man,
Right. Okay.
and he's just bumping into a lamp.
Just bumping into the.
If you went into hospital and they'd done something, what's the worst thing they do, right? What would you rather have done, right? You wake up and you've got lobster claws for hands.
Right.
You wake up and you've got duck's feet. Or you wake up and you've got one horn coming out of your head.
The worst thing,
Yeah.
probably the horn coming out of my head.
Why?
Get in the way.
That'd be useful, wouldn't it, in fights and stuff? And for like parties, people would play
Well, I suppose
quoits.
the lobster claws would also be quite handy there.
Definitely. They've just counted how many fish are in the sea. And that.
No, they
They've
haven't.
just done a census. or
A
whatever.
census.
What, a fish?
Yeah, some fellas have gone in the sea and they've got to work out. There's about...
Mrs. Spratt, is this your son? No, he's a lodger. Okay, let's mark him down. That's 2. Oh, I've lost count. 6,000,400. Oh, darn. So how many are there?
About There's a lot.
Oh. Well, there are more species of fish than bird, mammal, and reptile put together.
Can I ask a question?
That's on my DVD of animals.
That's still available in the shops. Probably find it online. You'll get that slightly cheaper.
$15.99. What? Go on, ask me a question.
Features of
Ask me a
which
question.
includes Karl's Pilkington's also on the DVD.
Yeah.
That's a perfect Christmas gift.
Yeah. Long and Winding Road. I love that, but I don't like the way McCartney sings here. There's just one, he goes, you leave me waiting here.
Well, he's always got that slightly affected.
But it sounds
style,
like
doesn't it?
Richard Burton or something, here.
Yeah.
But it's only one that does it, but I don't know why. I just think he likes it or wants to go back and change it. Maybe it's like... But having said that, you know, I'm not taking away from the Beatles, one of the best bands ever.
Well, yeah, good luck to
Brilliant songwriters.
Oh, yeah, they do well.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of emails, Karl. I don't want to sort of put a dampener on your Christmas, but a lot of people have been slagging off Lanzarote. One of them just said, well, one of them, I don't know if I can find
It is Canaria, isn't it? It's It is one of the Canaries, isn't it?
It's a volcanic island covered in volcanic dust. It's very windy, so you have to dig a hole to sit in on the beach, and there's hardly anything to do. That's from Mike Godham, he says, unless you like quad biking, well, you know, you've seen what happened to...
No, don't go quad biking. Not with your little head. There's no protection at all, is there?
I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know.
At least Rick Mal and Ozzy had lots of hair. Yours would be like Humpty Dumpty. It would crack like a little egg. And then we'd seen, there's no kings or kings horses. So,
well, they couldn't do the job anyway.
No, we shouldn't really send them. They're not really qualified.
Horses not equipped to put
send a medical man like Neil Fox in.
Yes.
To mend
but not
eggs.
some kind of military horse.
I bet he's had egg on his face a few times, hasn't he?
What, Foxy?
Yeah.
Well, most of the series are Pop Idol.
Right, Karl. Lanzarote, good or bad?
Well, you got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yeah, well done.
Give everywhere a go.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. You know, don't just take the word for it. I mean, if it had said an Ananova, Lanzarote shit, he'd have believed it.
Sure.
You know, if he'd have overheard it in a pub,
Yeah.
Lanzarote a crap, he'd have believed it. He'd have seen it on a website that was mainly concerned with monkeys and witches, he'd have believed it.
Yeah.
As it is.
Everybody raves about New York, and when I went there, I thought it was rubbish.
Well, you're an idiot then, because that is possibly
though,
the
isn't it?
greatest city in the world, along with London.
Subjective, though. That's why they have holiday programmes and that, innit? So you see it and you decide for yourself and that.
Yeah, but you saw Venice on a holiday programme, as you put it. You went there and you went, it was rubbish, full of black bin liners.
Well, it is.
Right. Didn't they show them?
It stunk.
Didn't Judith Chalmers say that? Oh, it stinks here and there's loads of rubbish everywhere.
No, she didn't.
Did she mention that?
Oh, that's what I mean. So it depends what you want from holiday, doesn't it?
Well, yeah. But
So...
you're an idiot if you don't like New York, so next.
Anyway, come on, break up, guys. Kiss and make up.
Right back, just for Christmas.
Brilliant.
I've only got two, really, because
what?
I was trying to work one out before, right, in my little room.
Yeah.
I was looking at different band names, thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
Couldn't concentrate, because Ricky was in there, trying to spray deodorant all over the place. Right?
Well, you should have done them yesterday.
You should have shut me out.
Right.
So there's just two. Brilliant.
Well, I've kind of got an idea for the third one.
fine,
I'll
yeah.
have a go.
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, the first one...
Should we play a record and come back to this? 'Cause
We'll
it's
do
been
it quickly, we'll do it quickly.
No, play a record. This is
then.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
Libertines.
Useless.
Give me the gifts. Let me have a look what prizes you got.
Libertines, Don't Look Back Into the Sun on XFM. Well, the general public are getting involved with Karl's holiday, and, I mean, this has been a damning report on Lanzarote.
There's not been a positive word written about Lanzarote so far.
Wow. It's volcanic, there's no natural water supply.
Apparently there's no natural water supply. It's
You have
all
to sit in a
imported.
hole. What do you think of this, Karl? What do you think of the people that want you to know that you're going to a rubbish place when you can't change it? What do you think of that?
Rubbish though, will it?
What do you mean?
Be all right.
What do you mean it'll be right?
Because I'm going to go there thinking, oh, there's no water and that, and there will be water.
No, they didn't say there's no water.
What did they say then?
There's no natural water supply.
Whatever. I'm not bothered. Doesn't bother me.
All right.
I'm going to have a good time and that.
What are you going to do? What do you plan to do?
Got a book.
What book you got?
Rich Hall book. I'm just going to read that. So,
Brilliant.
and the weather's better than here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Someone saw there's some people dressed up on TV. They were dressed up as the characters. They had their sort of costumes. There was a guy I went to university with. I don't want to mention his name. Went into his room once. He's into that sort of thing. He showed me in his wardrobe. He had a full-size Star Trek outfit that his mum had made for him.
His mum had made for him.
But I wanted to say, well, A, you've taken it to university, but B, when are you going to wear that?
Yeah.
When are you ever in the mood to wear that?
Well, you never know when. Like on Apollo 13, wasn't it? When someone had measles or someone else got in.
Sure.
So you might go, oh, I can't believe it. Can't believe it. The Enterprise, Uhuru can't make it.
But it's the idea of that being, I'm not one to speak, but it's that idea of that sort of being attractive to women. Because that's presumably generally when you're at university, when you're 18, 19, that's the reason you wear those kind of clothes, is to try and make a bond with someone, isn't it? Try and establish some kind of connection.
Yeah.
Saw a guy walking down the street the other day, must have been 18, 19, wearing an honest t-shirt, it just had a picture and the words Star Wars Phantom Menace.
He probably like
But it's just the idea of a girl going, yeah, well, I like that film as well.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to be kind of kooky and eclectic t-shirts, aren't they, normally? They're supposed to be a bit sort of radical and a bit offbeat.
My favourite, though, are, I love fat goths.
Yes.
I really love
Who
fat
are still
goths.
persevering with it, even into their 30s?
I like fat young ones. I love fat 18-year-old goths. I really like them. They're one of my favourites. And I like 42-year-old goths who they're losing all their hair. They just grow it at the back. But I don't know what jobs they do. But their main hobby is looking like Nosferatu and wearing lots of silverware. That's one of my favourites.
I think I mentioned to you before, I saw a girl on the tube, she had a bag, and she was quite gothy. She had a bag, and it sort of had like a Barbie's head kind of sort of defaced hanging from there, and loads of badges and tassels and little motifs and odd things, and she decorated the bag. And then had sort of things like, legalise cannabis and ban the bomb, and stop the war.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to grab her and say, you doing much about the war, or are you working mainly on the bag?
You spent most of the year
you're filling in the
embroidering.
petitions, are you doing the marches, or is it largely
badges.
the bag you're focused on?
Oh, dear.
I'll tell you another thing, that a fashion mistake that always offends me whenever I see it, is an Englishman of any age wearing cowboy boots.
I had cowboy boots. I
can't believe it.
When I was 18, right, I went out and got a pair of cowboy boots. The cheapest, I mean, they were the only ones I could afford. Awful.
Why?
I mean,
was that 'cause
they were like clogs that came up to the knee. They were so uncomfortable.
And why did you get them? Who was wearing them at the time that you thought they were cool?
Clint Eastwood.
Right, okay.
And I had cowboy boots. I put segs in them.
What segs?
Which the little things you nail into the bottom.
So they sort of clip-clop as you walk along.
Right. So I'm about 18, right? Those tight jeans, so tight in fact, I thought I had to enter the doctor, and I said my balls are aching, and I went off. I said I've got a pain in my epididymis and all this, which I was doing biology, and he went, your jeans are too tight, they're squashing your balls. Right? So I had cowboy boots, right, and pale ones, not even sort of like finished properly, sort of like just the raw sort of leather, cheap wooden bits at the bottom, segs, really tight Levi's, and a red sweatshirt with bullshit on it. That was a present.
Just embroidered on.
I looked pretty hot, baby. Oh yeah. Yeah, and I remember once as well. This was really embarrassing. I had leather jacket, and
How old were you?
Oh, this is embarrassing. 26, I think. And I just had a nice leather jacket, right? But I was bored one day, and so it's about 1986, 87.
Yeah.
87 must have been. And I just painted on the lapel a little acid. And that didn't last.
And were you going to acid house raves at the time?
No, of course not. No.
Old woman, about 70 years old. She's normally fit and healthy and stuff, nothing wrong with her, she's having a good life. And one day she goes for a check to the doctors, just to check herself out, because she's getting on a bit. He says, take your clothes off and that. So she does, and checks her out, says, yeah, you're looking good. Turn round. He said, oh God. He said, you got a tumour on your buttock. Right? So she goes, oh, well, can you do anything to sort it out? So they go, yeah, we could book you in for an operation. It's best if we remove this. Books are in for an operation. Operation day comes, strip her down and that. They're all stood round, the doctors. Start to operate. It only turns out it's a pork chop that she sat on 5 years earlier, and it had stuck to her buttock.
Right, Karl.
I can forward you. Listen. Serious.
Right, okay, Karl, I'm telling you now, I'm leaving. I'm never doing this show again.
No, I'm serious. Honestly.
You're talking. I've never had such. What do you mean? You couldn't believe it?
No, when I read it, I said I've got to tell Ricky
this
that.
This woman had a pork chop stuck to her arse for 5 years. You mental case. Of course she didn't.
Right, running her to school one day, and she was in the back of the car with a mate. And they were chatting away about stuff like kids do. And he got onto the topic of one of the mates, who he said, I mean, you've got to remember, my niece, this point was probably about 5 or 6, something like that, right? In the back of the car, talking about My Little Pony, whatever it is they play with. Subject changed. That Lisa in our class, she's a lesbian, isn't she?
Right.
That was that's what they were talking about.
Yeah.
Chatting away about it.
Just openly talking about lesbianism.
And probably, this is the topic that they're talking about in the pub when they're having out drinking.
Yeah, but they might have thought a lesbian was a funny word or something. You don't necessarily know the ins and outs of it, do they?
It's weird though, isn't it? Because when I was younger at school, you didn't you swore a little bit, but it wasn't like major swear words, and you sort of did a little bit of nicking, but nothing like they get up to now. I mean,
my girlfriend, when she was about 7 or 8, she was walking to school with her mum, and she called her a C-U-N. Right?
You are joking.
No, she said, because she thought it was she said she thought it was a big furry animal. So she was being nice, and I remember, where'd you do that? Where'd you do that? Like, just heard it at school. So they might not know what it means.
But because I'm thinking maybe, did you start the show with that particular kind of manner? Just because obviously a lot of new listeners, I imagine, thanks to the massive poster campaign, and you obviously want to impress them and charm them.
There's a few examples there of irony coming back and biting you.
Yeah.
That seemed like a funny idea at the time, me posing that up. But Jonathan Ross phoned me up when they first went up, and he said, "I've just seen a big poster of a predatory gay."
Yeah, you do look a little bit.
Hello. And what's your name? Would you like to sit down here? And then you're in the background. And also, I think the funny thing about having you as a partner, I mean, the only good thing is that you look weird and tall, like too freakishly tall and lanky.
Oh, yeah,
but in that one, no, because your background and you're smiling, you don't look as weird as you do in real life, or as freakishly tall. So it sort of ruins it a little bit for me.
They found out that scientists.
Oh yeah.
I've found out
17th century
that now 1 in 10 rams are gay.
1 in 10 rams are gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like wallet. That's how I could get that in. They got a load of gay and straight rams.
Right.
They worked out which were which first. They said, right, that bunch there is a gay bunch.
They looked better. They just had more pride in their appearance.
And the other ones, the straight ones. And then they gave them to this scientist and said, right, go on, do what you got to do. And they took the brains out of all of them.
Just to check.
And it was my birthday, right? Went home after working with you a couple of Saturdays ago, right? Girlfriend was like, open your card. And I said, no, it's my birthday on Monday, I'll open it then.
You obey by the rules, certainly on birthdays. Birthday rule.
Well, there's no point.
Well, exactly, chaos leads that way.
Yeah, right, so...
not an anarchist, never has been.
So anyway, she was kept going on, it was doing me head in, so I said, alright, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, ticket fell out. Surprise holiday to one of the Canary Islands. So...
And what was your reaction? I mean...
The first one was, we haven't got enough money.
Right.
For this, but I didn't want to ruin it, so
no.
So I didn't go on about that, and I said, oh, it'd be great, so I can't wait.
So did you say it in that tone of voice?
Well, it was good timing because I was tired and everything, and I'm not a big holiday fan, but the timing was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as last night. I don't always like a curry, but last night...
You're in the mood.
You get that sort of, oh, yeah.
Curry, you had a feeling.
Yeah.
You thought, and then lo and behold, later you were eating the curry.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird, the paranormal? Isn't it weird?
They work in mysterious ways, ghosts.
Yeah.
So anyway, right, the island, if I was on with you here, I'd probably say it's a bit barren.
Okay.
Not much there, but if you get a hotel, you guarantee good weather. Right.
Are you?
No, what I mean is, it'll be a good holiday. If you get a hotel, right, the weather's always good, so you'll have a nice time.
Yeah, it was a comma, it was a, go on.
And all that, and the food was alright, and everything was going alright. I was just having a nice, relaxing time.
And how do you sort of spend your time on a holiday? You just lie around? Is that
sort of holiday, just lying around. I bought a book.
You bought a book?
Yeah.
Okay, ghosts?
No, it was short stories, right?
About
it was
ghosts?
it was about like special days in our time and time before me and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, it was telling you about how I think it was 1814, the Thames frozen up.
Yeah.
And all these stories are told by eyewitnesses.
Yeah.
Right? So there's some fella who was around in 1814, and the Thames was frozen, and people used to put market stalls on there, and they'd do the shopping. It was like like an Oxford Street.
Was that Mad Liar Charlie? No, because he's famous for that.
Well, I'm sure, you know.
No, I think that was Mad Liar Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was reading that, and then after a couple of days was a bit like,
boring.
Yeah, you can only do sort of so much lying around
And so much reading.
So Suzanne said, let's go on the beach, have a walk.
You ain't gone on the beach?
Where had you been up to this point then? In your room?
No, just like around the pool, just relaxing and having a swim and that.
Yeah.
So she said, let's go on the beach. I said, all right then, yeah. So wandered down to the beach, and first impressions are, yeah, it's all right, it's clean.
Your criteria is so basic, it's brilliant. Hotel, yes. Roof, good. Food, adequate. Beach, clean. Next.
So I'm walking along, and everything's good, and there's a woman feeding fish bread, which I thought that's different.
I love that. He likes originality. He loves a bit of originality.
She was feeding fish bread?
This woman was there, like, up to her knees in water.
Yeah.
And she was stood there.
Was that a sea?
Chucking,
All right, good.
chucking this bread, and I thought, what's she doing? And I stood there and watched for a minute, and there was little fish coming up, having the bread. I thought, So I carried on walking, and everything's going well, and then this fella comes towards me.
Everything's going well.
Yeah,
I haven't fallen over.
Clean feeding bread. 2 points for originality.
Fella comes walking towards me.
Oi, oi.
He's only got no pants on.
Oh.
So I said, Suzanne, what's going on?
Why did he turn to her? Like she knows more than him.
So she said, oh, yeah, it's, she said, yeah, it's a nudity.
Is this going to be a long story? Could you pour that coffee? Can you give me that coffee over? Sorry, this is really bad. Yeah, because he's poured... Thank you.
Just amuse yourselves while we sort the coffee.
Thank you very much.
Steve, do you want
I'll have a cup of coffee, Karl. Thanks, yeah, cheers.
Cold. Right, good. Okay.
So...
Great. Thank you.
So she said, yeah, it's a nudist beach. So I said, well, why, what? I said, we're all it's all mixed up. Normally on a nudist beach, it's a nudist beach and you don't go wandering on there when you get your clothes on and that. So it annoyed me a bit, because there wasn't any signs. So this fella's getting closer.
Well, the knob out was a sign.
Yeah. Right, so he's getting closer. And he walked past me. It was an old fella. And he walked past and he had a hat on and a little pipe. And a big rucksack on his back. Right, so he got me thinking...
Not strictly naked.
I'm walking along and I'm thinking... Right, why do people want to do this? So straight away, I wasn't on holiday anymore, because most of the time when I'm on holiday, I don't think about anything. Right?
Your mind's a blank.
I just switch off. Right? But all of a sudden, this has got in my head now, and I turn around to look at him, and...
Check out his eyes.
And this bag, right, I swear, it was massive, right?
What?
You had a massive bag?
The bag.
His rucksack?
His rucksack.
Oh, right, okay. When he said there was an old couple coming towards me, I said, what was lower, the bloke's bollocks or the woman's tits? And he said, well, that was another point. She might as well have worn knickers. Because you can see it. That's what he said to me.
So you saw the bag?
So it annoyed me, yeah, because the whole idea in it, this is what I think, I mean, I might be wrong, right? Might be wrong.
Chances are
you never have been. You never have been before.
Being nudist, right? What's it all about?
So I'll tell you, on that point, Karl, let's play a tune, let's come back and we'll discuss...
What are we going to play?
We'll discuss that very issue. We've got some ideas, we did chat about this last week, Karl, in your absence.
Alright, well, we'll play the choral.
Okay.
It's a good one, this.
Yeah.
Coral, Dreaming of You, on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington.
If you just joined us, Karl is walking down the beach, and a man has just passed him with his knob out. Yeah,
his testicles out and his huge bag, apparently.
Right.
Now, we'll sum this up, quick, because we did talk about it last week. You did call me and tell me some of these things, and we sort of mentioned it last week, but you just want to say just give us your thoughts on nudity.
Well, what I don't understand is, right, nudity, I thought it was all about, sort of being free.
Yeah.
Natural, letting the breeze, blow around you and that. That's all I can think is of like the bonus of doing it. But you can get that by just having a pair of shorts on, right? Because I'm not one for getting my kit off. It's just something a bit weird about it, isn't it? Normally, if I go for a walk on the beach, I'll put a shirt on.
Sure.
But leave it unbuttoned.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, tease the ladies, sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just feels a bit weird. So it's best to cover your back anyway, because the sun and all
good
that.
advice, yeah.
But when I saw him, and I thought, well, right, is he doing it to sort of be free and be comfy and all that? And then I thought, but he's carrying a big bag, right? I've got a pair of shorts on, and I'm not looking at him thinking, I bet he's really comfy. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't going, I can't wait to get home and get my shorts off. They're really annoying me, these. So, and that's just it. I don't get what it's all about.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Well, okay. Well, my advice to you is don't go to nudist beaches again.
Well, I didn't go again.
That was, do you believe in God, Karl?
Don't know, I don't really worry about it. It was ages ago, wasn't it? So, you know, if he's about, whatever. Not that bothered. Adam and Eve's pretty interesting though, isn't it?
It's not, well, how is it interesting? He made man out of dust. Then just because he could, he's having a laugh. Then he made her out of one of his ribs. Again, he'd like to vary it a little bit. Then they had 2 sons, which gave rise to the entire human race. What was going on there then?
What would have happened if they didn't get on? That's interesting.
Sometimes with pandas, they don't fancy the other one, do they? They go, well, that's my choice. One. You've brought me one panda from Lisbon Zoo, and I've got to shag that. What if I don't fancy it? What if they bring in a right slapper?
Do you think
what if it's the equivalent of like Love Island,
Well, I
whatever it's
imagine
called?
it was like Celebrity Love Island.
Yeah, and they're going, I am not shagging that slapper. Every panda in the world has seen that dirty old mott in magazines. Why am I meant to mate with it? I've got some dignity.
Are you talking about Adam there or Panda? Was that... either is fine, I suppose.
Bad
Do you think
pandas.
that Adam had any say? When God was making Eve, was he saying, can make the boobs a bit bigger, would you? And then... I'm a blonde guy, I'm into blondes, really. I mean, I don't know, did he have any input, or was it just...
I don't know. Well, I suppose
it was one of his ribs.
I know, but it's probably restricted. You go, well, I'm working with a rib, Adam. Give me a break. There's only so many things I can do.
Well, he was probably in kind of intensive care, wasn't he? With the whole.
They go, well, I can't just keep making the boobs and things bigger because their legs will get short. I don't mind short legs.
Yeah, make their legs longer.
I don't mind no legs. I don't mind no legs.
As long as the boobs are sizable.
I tell you what's weird though, Steve. Right? Everyone's heard of like Adam and Eve. Yeah. What's the surname?
Yeah. Where'd they get their post from? Unbelievable.
One of my uncles, right, Tattoo Stan, he's just caked in them.
Right.
I don't think he's my proper uncle, but it's just like my dad's
Tattoo Stan.
No, my dad's
that's a province in Russia, isn't it?
My dad's got loads of mates who.
When
like,
you say he's not your
names.
proper uncle,
Do you know how, like when
Just a bloke who
someone
used to
comes
hang around
around,
with the
all
school?
right, Uncle Stan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And my dad had loads of mates like that. There was John the Screw.
right?
So he either works in a prison or he likes to have sex.
Cabbie. Cab driver.
Okay.
There was Jimmy the Hat. I don't know what he
Jimmy
did.
the Hat.
Yeah. And,
did he wear a hat?
No.
No.
There was Fred the Veg.
You sure he wasn't a relative?
Sorry.
Fred the Veg used to get us like big bags of potatoes and that.
Fred Veg, okay.
And there was Tattoo Stan. Right. And he was just caked in them. And I used to always look at him thinking, why have you done that? I must have only been like, 6
I
or
suppose
7.
if you're born with a name like Tattoo Stan,
Exactly.
you're destined, aren't you,
were
really?
they like a 1950s gang?
I'm worried about... I'm worried about...
doing a bank job.
What was his name? The Hat? What was his name?
Jimmy the Hat.
I'm worried about Jimmy the Hat.
Yeah.
Not having a hat.
I don't understand it.
Are you sure he didn't have a hat?
Not when I met him.
Did he ever wear a hat?
I didn't see him that much.
Do you think it was a joke, like, when your mate's sort of like, 8 foot and huge, you call him Little John or Tiny? Do you think...
Well, the fact that he never wore a hat.
they went, hold on, I've noticed something about Jim. Go on. No hat. And I go, oh, true, let's call him Jim the Hat.
Jimmy the Hat, yeah. But my Uncle Stan, he had like loads of them. He did them himself.
Oh dear.
And it was always that thing.
God. What was it things like?
He had like the
cross.
cut here,
Cut here,
on
made
the
in
neck.
Britain.
And if you're going to do them yourself, I'd say at least make sure you're sort of a good drawer.
Yeah.
And don't do it in the mirror so it comes out backwards.
Well, that was the other thing. But, like, I remember he did, I mean, names are all right. He had, like, all his kids' names down his arm. And,
what are they called?
Yeah.
oh, God, it's...
Tattoo Stan Jr.
Yeah.
And,
Paul shits to bed.
I'm trying to...
Oh, Wabbai Kate.
Yeah.
But he had...
Frankie never amounts to anything.
Oh, God.
So he had, like,
Johnny, I don't think he's mine.
So he did all this... I don't even know why I'm telling you about tattoos. That sort of being at it all night.
What do you mean?
Let's put a song and I'll come back
What
to
do you
it.
mean?
Come on,
No,
No,
come on.
seriously, because
Okay.
R.E.M., yeah.
Well, after REM, Night Swimming, being at it all night, and why it annoys Karl. Night Swimming by REM. Well, before we played that track, you remember Karl was on the, right, teetering on the cusp of telling us why he's annoyed at going all night. I assume you mean... intercourse.
Relations.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What annoys you about that? What?
Sexual relations all night.
The concept? Or people keep you up? Is it your next door neighbours or something?
No, just that thing of people who say, oh, was that it all night last night?
Who says that to you?
You know, lads who think they're, they think they're a bit of a lad and think that means it's good.
Well, like Sting in his tantric sex.
Sting.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it goes for 8 hours, but only 3 minutes of that is going for it. The other sort of, 7 and a bit is sort of laying next to each other, isn't it?
Right.
Or sometimes in a different room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why it's called Sting?
Hey?
Well, if you're at it all night, bet it.
He's gonna sting. So what's your problem with this notion of going at it all night?
It's just that thing of, get it done right the first time. Do you know what I mean? Get it done.
Yeah, get in, get out like the SAS.
Once you've done it, you've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no fanning around.
No messing about. So, it's just that, isn't it? It's like, do it right the first time. Once you've washed up, right, you put the pots away, you don't dirty them again.
What a lovely analogy.
That's one of the great
Is that what you
metaphors.
say to Suzanne? Come on, love. Once you've washed up,
I've already washed up.
you don't dirty the pots again. Go.
What a romantic
Ding dong.
song.
What's that little trolley? She's talented.
Oh, dear. You're talking nonsense, Karl.
Well, whatever.
Steve, you're out of the room there.
Mm-hmm.
Carl took a phone call from someone.
Okay.
He's found a cellmate.
Right.
Not a soulmate. I think one day they will be cellmates.
Yes.
Because he's just like, he loves everything Karl loves. And he was telling Karl stuff and Karl's face was lighting up.
Yeah.
He's told him of 2 Russian kids in the circus. They're covered in hair and their mum tells them off because they're covered in fleas. Karl said, see, that annoys me again, innit? They do something else. And the bloke went, yeah, they should just make money out of being hairy. And Karl went, exactly. And he said, have you heard of the 3-legged juggler? And the bloke went, no, what's that? He went, that annoys me as well. Because he thinks they shouldn't have done juggling, they should have done football.
Do you know what I mean, though, Steve?
What do you mean a 3-legged juggler? What are you talking
He's a
about?
famous 3-legged juggler.
Oh, he's mega famous. He's like the Beckham of wherever he's from.
But the other day I was looking in, I don't know, Bizarre magazine or something, right? And there was this fella who, he had no arms. So you saw a picture of him, his job was fixing watches, did it with his feet.
Go on.
Well, it's just, why pick the most hardest job to do when you haven't got any hands? Crush grapes. Or... Do you know what I mean? That annoys me.
Oh, crush grapes. Imagine him being told that he comes into the careers advisory where I go, now, what do you want to do, Hargreaves? Make watches? Right, take a look at your arms. Crush grapes, mate. Sorry, you're a grape crusher. Next. Brilliant. Brilliant. I would love you to be a career advisory in some sort of clinic. It'd be brilliant.
I like the fact that it annoys you. Here's a man, he's got no arms, he has learned to fix watches with his feet.
Yeah.
An incredible talent, incredible skill, he's utilising that brilliantly. That's annoying to you. You are angered by it.
Right, I'm only being honest. Now, you be honest, right? Your watch is broke. Who would you go to? You're in a rush. You need it fixing in a rush. Now you need some fresh wine.
Be honest.
Oh, you're amazing.
But what's this thing that you've been talking about? This video?
Freaks, right. It was a thing that was banned for like 50 years. I think it's been taken off again, but I don't know why, if it's just been deleted, right? It's a quest. If anyone out there has got a copy of Freaks on DVD or VHS, can Karl borrow it, please? I mean, I almost want to set up a camera to see him watching it. It's absolutely real. They used people in the circus of the time. I think it's the 20s or 30s of the Depression. And there's people, there's coneheads, there's a bearded lady, all genuine. There's a bloke they call the human slug who's got no arms and no legs, Karl. And he's just there, and he rolls a cigarette and lights it with his mouth.
I think I've seen his brother, who isn't called the human slug, is called the pillow.
Right. How does he make a living?
He,
Does anyone want to meet Karl for money? Do you know what I mean? Like that,
the annoying thing was, right, there was a picture of him. I was going to put it on
I think I've seen his brother.
on our website, we put things up like this, right? If you go to ricky.gervais at xfm.co.uk /
What? You put things like that on my website? It's nothing to do with me. I want people to know that website is not kept or looked at by me. So, what have you put on there?
There's a fella on there who's known as the pillow. And he's, you see, I get a bit worried with things like this, because we're not sort of having a go or anything. It's just things that
Fascinate
me.
you.
Yeah. And, yeah, it's a guy, it might be the same sort of thing. What's your one
I
called?
bet you used to stare at people with goiters, didn't you, when you were little? In Tesco's.
Well, just go to xfm.co.uk / Ricky, it is.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen on, like, a human face?
You know what it is, and
What
I
is
don't want to talk about it.
I can't remember. Have
No.
you told me?
Yeah.
What is it?
But go,
It's not
go
the
to,
elephant lady.
Go
that used
to the, yeah.
Is it the elephant lady? You talked about that, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it again. Go to the website and see the human pillow.
Why is he a human pillow?
That's what annoyed me. I thought he was more of a draft excluder.
Oh, that breaks all kinds of rules.
Buzzcocks, harmony in the head. Now, things are flying here at XFM. People have called in. There is a video of Freaks on the way. Karl's going to see that within the week. That's exciting. That is exciting for me. Do you know what I mean? About our education of Karl. We started off trying to teach him about science and history, and now we just find that he likes pictures of hairy Chinese kids and
Who
women.
doesn't?
Who doesn't? No, true. You've got a theory about pictures of freaks, haven't you?
You see, you always bring things up that I don't want to talk about, because I'm really worried that people, if you've just tuned in for the first time, it's the first time you hear it, and we're talking about hairy Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Talking about the human worm.
Karl, listen. People don't think that you're taking the piss out of those people. They lump you in with them. Do you know what I mean? They think that you're a freak of nature. So you can say anything you want. Do you know what I mean? Because it's honest, it's from the heart, it's genuine. So don't worry about that.
Yeah, but Suzanne was saying last night that I've got a heart of stone, or whatever it is.
Why?
Because I wasn't crying at Comic Relief. And all I always used to say to her, get out Elephant Man, let me watch that for 30 minutes, I'll be crying my heart out.
Why? Why do you care about that but not...
Because it's that is more real, isn't it, right? Think of John Merrick.
Sorry. What, the film starring John Hurt is more real than footage of starving people in Africa?
No, but what I'm saying is, think about... See, this is why I didn't want to bring it up, because people are going to just say...
Well, you're allowed to cry at what you like. People can't have you for not
but
crying at someone and crying at someone else.
Imagine that, like, if you've seen the film, you know, his head's all, you know, messed up and that.
Yeah.
He's getting picked on all the time.
Yeah. By
It's
Michael
just-
Elphick, I remember.
Yeah. It's just really, really sad. Whereas, you know, we're trying to help
But
out
you give him a bun
people.
and he forgets it.
Do you know what I mean, though?
He never forgets, Rick.
Oh, dear.
Anyway,
Oh, God.
we're giving away stuff again.
Yeah.
Time
Tell
for
me
the
a
film.
theory about freaks who have their picture taken.
No, I'd leave it.
No, can I tell
we'll
you?
We'll do it next week then.
Can I tell you what this
Go
is?
on quickly, what is it?
Right, when he sees a little picture, like in his books he's got, he carries round those things, right? And there's like a fella with a little head with some like able-bodied people. He goes, the only reason they got to take that picture, right, was so they could show their mates, say, look at me, the little fella with a little head. That's his theory.
Yeah. So every picture of a freak, they're being...
Steve, let me describe the picture to you. This little fella with a little head.
Right.
Playing on the piano.
I've seen it.
All his family stood around and mates and that. When have you ever seen a picture of someone playing the piano and everybody wants to be in on it? Doesn't happen.
Maybe it was one of those kind of Christmas cards they sent out to everyone.
It wasn't. You could see one of them was like in a rush to go away. He was probably planned to go out, and he was like, "But they were taking a picture. It's I'll be in it then before I go out." And it was all he's out of order.
Yeah.
If you say, do you know the one?
I do know the one you mean. Yeah.
There you go,
What about the one in the when you went down to Cornwall in that little
We'll
pub?
talk about that next week.
What you want to get on, do you?
Yeah. Right.
Right now, we got people to send in a little thing for you last week, didn't we? The film Freaks. You got a few sent in. You watched it, did you?
Yeah.
Now, I should just point out that the film Freaks, for those that don't know, was a movie that was released, I think, it was originally made in about 1932, something like that, and then it was delayed. It was banned for many years, because it did, in actual fact, feature, for want of a better phrase, real-life freaks.
Yeah.
Bearded ladies being one of the more kind of familiar ones.
There's a guy without arms and legs.
There's all sorts. And it was actually it's quite a tender film, isn't it? And actually portrays them as a kind of dysfunctional family. It's not exploitative in that sense. But what do you make of it, Karl?
Well, you were watching it for the freaks, weren't you?
Yeah. I mean, I wish it does take a while to get onto it.
What do you mean?
Well, straight away I was disappointed, right? Because at the start, like, you put it in, it's like, oh, brilliant. Here we go, you know. I said to Suzanne, we'll watch this, we'll have a good night.
Yeah. Have a romantic night.
Yeah, that's it, her birthday. Yeah. You've got your gloves, now we're going to watch some freaks.
So, put it on, and it starts off, and it's like, you know, the following film, you think, oh, it's like following films rated 15, which means, you know, might contain scenes of violence, bad language, and sex. Yeah. Mention nothing about pinheads.
Right.
So I thought they missed the trick.
Same way every day on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
With him, Steve Merchant.
Sure.
Rick, I only had one thing I had to do all week. Okay,
was that?
I was so excited about getting up Friday morning, getting Bruce Springsteen tickets.
Yeah.
The Boss is playing in October, and basically got up too late.
Well, not sold out already. You just
sold out. It had sold out, but I started calling about 12:30. It sold out. I trawled the net. I trawled all the phone lines.
Some of those buys are bulk buys for selling on, aren't they? They're not all individuals.
This is the problem. I mean, I don't know how many people they can fit in Wembley Arena, but sold out by 12:30, and that's popular.
Wembley Arena?
Yeah.
It's about 12,000, isn't it?
I was so gutted. It was all I had to do. I was so looking forward to it. I phoned up one of those like quite dodgy ticket agencies. Do you know how much he was offering to? You know, they're 45 quid to buy. He said the starting price is 225 quid. I mean, that to me is like a ticket tout, like a legal ticket tout.
Are they allowed to do that?
I don't know. It's crazy. I was so angry.
They could make they'd have to say their booking fee was £150.
Yeah, exactly. So but now I'm like desperate. I don't know what to do. I'm just wondering if I can abuse our position on the radio and just try and scrounge them from anyone who's listening. No, I mean anyone who's listening who's got the power to get them, you know, or...
This is begging, isn't it?
It's exactly what it is, Rick, yeah. Yeah, I was going to try and dress it up. Yeah. But it's just begging.
That ticket touts after you as well, for dissing him.
Ricky.Gervais...
Don't bring me into it.
Shut up. Ricky.Gervais@xfm.co.uk. If there's anything you can do to get me a ticket, I'm willing to pay for it. Up to the price of 45 quid. You know.
Yeah, wow.
No,
second hand.
Yeah,
30. Yeah. You don't want to throw your money around,
I'll
Steve.
give 25 quid, come on. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
But that, I mean, do you know what I mean? Because I'm just, like, I asked Karl if he could sort it out. He's done nothing. He's achieved nothing.
I know.
So I'm just desperate. I'm in a desperate situation and I don't quite know what to do.
I'll tell you this though, Karl. Don't bother doing favours for him because he's not grateful. You give him something and he goes, right, does this mean I have to give you something back? And I go, well, no. He goes, good.
Well, I got you Cure tickets and you did nothing.
Yeah,
but
it was
whinge about
rubbish, that gig.
There you go.
It was rubbish. I went along to that gig. It was a balmy summer's night. The Cure, as far as I'm concerned, owe me a balmy summer's night because I wasted it. Hour and a half they played for. They played 4 hits. I don't want to hear their dirge from like some dodgy album from like 1984. I'm not interested. Play the hits. Boys Don't Cry, Love Cats, blah, 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 blah. Instead, I got nothing. I was so angry. I was just, oh man,
You were probably angry at Karl, weren't you?
I was angry at Karl for wasting my time getting me the tickets for free.
Do you know what I mean,
if I paid for it,
are you getting to see
livid.
what sort of a bloke Steve Merchant is?
Dubs,
Caught by the River on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant,
Hello there.
Karl Pilkington and everything. No, I'm going to be honest with you.
Go on.
A little bit hungover,
Yeah.
didn't feel very well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm hungover or still a bit drunk, but I don't feel...
You sound like you're still a bit drunk.
Yeah, so what
But
I'm
then
worried
you
about...
do every week, so...
But what I'm worried about is that the standard will slip. Yeah,
Sure.
if I'm not right on the ball. And the other thing is I haven't had a lot of time to prepare the show today.
Okay.
So I don't, I don't really, I don't feel,
100%.
yeah, I haven't done the Karl.
Right.
Look,
Have you finished that sentence?
I don't make me laugh because it hurts as well. And there's the other side effect to me being a little bit hungover and or drunk or whatever, right, is that I can be annoying.
Right, yes.
Because just to amuse myself, I sort of like turn my body off a little bit and just poke and like that and annoy people and that. I want to sort of like.
Well, you do
climb-
the physical equivalent of freewheeling.
yeah,
don't you?
yeah.
You just
I sort of want to climb on Karl and go to sleep on him.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
They'll both annoy him and it'd be comfortable.
Yes.
Which is, can be annoying.
Just a little thing just to make this show a bit easier. If you'd put your hand up when you want one of us to speak, because I'm not quite sure when the sentences are finished.
The hands are up.
Okay, good. So,
The hands are up.
okay.
Okay.
Good, alright.
Okay.
Are you gonna just keep them up the rest of the show, or?
No, Karl, do what you, huh?
Good, alright. Do you want to, is there an excuse as to why you're a bit hungover?
Too much wine.
Okay. All
Last
right.
night, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Thanks for
Okay.
that. Because this is the only work you've got to do all week, isn't it? Like, unless I'm very much mistaken. You don't have to do anything. You just sit at home eating cheese.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then occasionally you do a bit of sort of shadow boxing. And that's exercise. And then you sit and watch TV.
Yeah.
Is that roughly what you did this week?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So this is the only 2 hours you had to do anything for all week. This is you had to prepare for
Yeah,
this.
but who can plan a hangover?
Right.
You'd think, Karl, you said you had some stuff.
Yeah.
What have we got?
Karl, wait a minute.
I love the fact that, whereas I was a little bit slow, Karl there leapt into action to keep this show afloat, keep the pace up. Go on.
Right, well,
Karl, are you hungover as well, or?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm with you. Do you know what I
Sure.
mean? He
Yeah.
hasn't got much to do all week.
You're having a laugh.
What?
What angers me is I kind of hope that maybe I could have quite a long career in radio, and I sort of feel like I don't know, the word sinking ship.
Yeah.
Those words spring to mind.
But-
because it feels like, Karl, you're just a chancer anyway. You weren't even supposed to be on air, and we've made you into something of a household name, and that's cool.
Oh, no.
And Ricky's already a celebrity. He's got it stitched up. He's got corporates. He's got, voiceover work. But I've got nothing. I'm running on empty. I'm not, nothing. I've got nothing. I'm sort of dependent a bit on this.
Yeah.
Financially. And,
Go on then. What
and
are
you two
saying?
are sort of bringing it down, really.
Right.
Do you reckon I
Karl.
can get my own show, Karl?
Karl. Tell
On,
them
like,
what I did
Capital
out there
Gold
with
or
a
something?
bit. No, Karl, tell them how funny I was out there with a bit a minute ago.
So anyway,
record,
come
Karl,
on,
I'm
right?
bored of this.
I'll tell you what. will we tease them with what we've got coming up next?
Yeah,
Karl, tease us after the next
Because I
record.
think we've already got them for 2 hours.
Yeah, we've hooked them, Karl. Don't worry, this is textbook radio.
What's this? Bradley on board.
Yeah.
Rick, can I just... Sorry, I don't
on.
mean to abuse our position again, but... Bruce Springsteen's performing in London tomorrow night,
Yeah.
and you remember I made an appeal to try and get a free ticket.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even mind paying. I tried to pay, but...
That's good of you.
No, I'm a generous kind of guy.
and I thought you were me. No, go on. What are you going to say?
But
You were
all
going
I'm
to pay
saying
for
is,
the ticket.
you know-
face value. I mean, you don't want to be ripped off, do you?
No, don't be crazy.
Yeah.
Ideally half price.
Yeah.
And I've been chasing kind of my tail, really. I'm not going at the moment. I'm not going, and I'm desperate to see him, man. I mean, he's going to do a great concert. It's his only one in London. I can't believe that being on the radio, being on XFM, the listenership's going up apparently. I can't believe I can't get a ticket. I've asked Karl. He's done nothing.
Hang on a minute.
No,
come
Karl
on,
had a
Karl,
very
you
good
provided
point.
nothing.
Karl, say what you said when he was whinging in
No,
the
but first of all, whilst you're moaning, you also asked in the week for a Badly Drawn Boy album.
Yeah.
You got in today.
Yeah.
There's one there for you.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's yin and yang.
And it's
Karl.
like, yeah, but I do,
Karl, what's Steve ever done for you? That's what you got to ask yourself. What has Steve ever done for you?
well, he took me to the BAFTAs. Yeah, but only because no one else would probably want to go with you.
I can't believe that.
What is
I
this?
do not believe that. Oh, Steve, I'm going to stitch you up now, Karl. And it's in a nice way, and don't worry, it won't be too bad. He won't take it too bad. Karl sent me a little text message today.
Right.
No,
Oh,
don't.
what is this?
Right, okay. Okay.
You know, I'm in a very frail mood at the moment.
No,
I'm
you're
not
like
going to
this
see
one.
Bruce.
This is funny, because me and him have been, like, sending trivia back and forth to each other. Which is another point, right? I sent him... Oh, well, I'll get to that in a minute. I thought he'd really be amazed with,
Well, while you're fiddling, if you can make my dream come true, to go and see Bruce Springsteen tomorrow, then give us a call on the usual number.
Well, like I said, Steve.
What?
Right? It wouldn't be right. You just said when the song was on, can't believe it, right? We work at XFM and I can't get tickets for Springsteen, right?
Yeah.
We work in radio, we should get tickets. Right now, think
Which
of
I'm
the
willing
amount
to pay for.
Yeah, but think of but if it's sold out, it's sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
but that's just something they say.
Right, that's just what they say, is it? Right, so everybody on local radio stations say, do you know, I like that Bruce Springsteen, I want a free ticket, right? So another say...
I tried to phone. I phoned for an hour and a half. I couldn't get through.
Not long enough.
I've put the hours in.
Not long enough.
Not long enough.
What are you talking about? I've put the hours in.
No.
Right, so another 400 people turn up at the gig. They cram them all in. There's people being crushed. You know, they've paid the money early. They were up early that day when the phone lines were open, whilst you were probably sleeping and that. So they're dedicated, and they're the ones at the front getting crushed.
What?
Would your
Why
mum and
are they
dad
getting
be
crushed?
happy if you were there getting crushed?
I don't mind. I'll sit at the side of the stage and watch him.
Yeah, but
I don't mind.
But everyone will say that then, and then before you know it,
Yeah.
no one can see anything
No,
because you're all on
Carl's
the
right
stage.
on this one.
Leave it.
Leave it. Right, I'm going to give you this here. I'm handing over my mobile phone to Steve to read the... You can see it's from Karl at the top, but just read it out as you scroll down. Just read it out loud.
Is this a text message from...
Yeah, this is a text message to me from Karl. Read it out.
To see at night as well as an owl, you would need eyes the size of grapefruits. If only Stephen could turn his head right round as well. Carl, I can't believe it. What upsets me most, Carl, right, is not the fact that you've been slagging me off behind my back. It's the fact that you've got the cheek to come on here and moralise because you failed to get me tickets and make a dream come true. You've come on here trying to pass the buck and say that it's a health and safety problem, when in actual fact it's a Carl Pilkington problem.
Do that. I've got it in a bin.
I'm devastated. You know,
and then let's play a record.
I'm
I should
upset.
have eaten this banana off air.
What's the number?
It's 08700 800 1234. But if it's sold out, Steve, it's sold out.
A bit of a classic here. REM.
I bet if Ricky wanted to go, it'd be fine. I'm sure someone could sort it out then.
Who?
Oh, if Ricky Gervais wants to go, then
I'm
you can
going.
come. Are you?
No.
You want some tickets, so.
I had a bit of good news this morning.
Go on.
I was on the tube coming down, and I don't want to sound arrogant, I don't want to sound pushy, but I was at Green Park, and I'm fairly certain, Rick, it's not 100% corroborated, I'm fairly certain that a woman pinched my arse. So what do you think of that? Yes.
There's a lot of pickpockets around Green Park, so be careful.
No, my wallet was still there.
Really?
But even if it wasn't, you know, that would have been money well spent. But the wallet was still there, so what do you think of them apples? Policeman caught photographing. I don't know why it makes me laugh. It's just the phrasing, I suppose. It's the headline. Policeman caught photographing up woman's skirt.
No, he wasn't up there taking a picture of Big Ben. He wasn't going, can I just sit up here? I'm just going to take a picture of that seagull over there.
No.
He was facing the camera up a woman's skirt.
He was indeed.
Right.
A policeman in Japan is facing disciplinary measures after he was caught photographing up a woman's skirt with a hidden camera while on duty. The 42-year-old sergeant, who's not been named, used a digital camera to secretly snap the shots when the woman was reporting a stolen bicycle.
So he was actually
doing his proper job. He'd obviously thought to himself, I'll bring him a digital camera today. On the off chance a beautiful woman comes in to report a crime or robbery, I'll have it ready, I'll have it positioned, you know, in such a way. But this is interesting. This is how he got caught. Okay? The woman became suspicious after she saw a flash go off.
brilliant.
I mean, this
Not so secret at all.
Sorry, did I just see your shoe? Your shoe just seemed to just spring into life there. It was light. There was light.
Yeah, I think I've had someone set fire to some magnesium that was on the end of it. It won't happen again.
But it's only you and I in here, and your shoe was just suddenly lit.
Why are you standing like that? Why is your shoe just sort of like between my feet?
There's no reason. This is how I always stand.
What did the bike look like? Flash? So, are you taking pictures of my family?
No. And no, I'm not. And you should be wearing knickers anyway.
Well, how do you know that?
What?
How did you know I'm not?
How did I know what?
I'm not wearing any...
I didn't know you. I don't know what you've got up there.
Well,
I don't know what it looks like, and there's no way I could. Of course, it would be roughly that conversation in Japanese.
I know, yeah.
Funny thing happened to me on the way here.
Okay.
Actually, it was about Wednesday or Thursday. I was walking along Charing Cross Road. I was on my way here, actually, to meet Karl for a drink. And this little fella came up to me. I think it was an overseas student. He's sort of like a student type, but he had an accent. And he came up to me and went, "Excuse me, are you one from the office?" And I went, yeah. He went, "Would you sign a script book of the office for me?" I went, "Yeah, by all means, yeah." He went, "Can you come to the bookshop?" And I went, what, you haven't got it on you? He went, "No, but if you come, I will buy one for you to sign." And I went, "I can't really." He went, "Were you going to pass one?" I went, "I'm not, no, I can't." He went, and he went like, he went, "Oh, I was just in Waterstones earlier. I didn't go." And I went, "Oh, sorry." He went, "You could just," I went, "I can't." He went, "Okay." I went, I'll sign something else. Have you got something else I can sign?" He went, "Of course." And I signed a pamphlet or a brochure or something for him. But I love the idea. Imagine me going with him. I'm queuing up, and I'm in the queue. He's going, "You're going?" "Yeah, fine. Can you just hurry up?" And he gets there, and his switch doesn't work, and he goes, "Can you lend me £10?" Yeah. I mean, imagine that.
I'm a little bit annoyed you didn't go with him, frankly, because that would have been a sale of our book, and I get a little cut from that.
Well, behind him was Salman Rushdie going, can we hurry up? Because I shouldn't be out. I'm getting a lot of funny looks.
Now, a lot of them obviously doing good work. There was one fella, I think you'd have appreciated it, because I know you are very politically active. And I think this guy has really studied hard, and he's realised the best way to make his voice heard on the international political stage is to ride around on a tricycle wearing a jester's hat. He was really shaking up the bloody government.
I wouldn't want to be George W. Bush about now.
Not indeed.
Once he sees that.
Once he sees that guy.
Imagine his aides rushing in and going, "George W., look at this guy. Where's that?" "That's in London, England." "Okay, call off the forces."
Is that a large tricycle?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a nappy?
Get me Colin Powell. Why'd you call him Colin, not Colin? It's the way he likes it. Don't about. Just call off the troops. There's a in a jester's hat. Call the troops off.
Just bleep some of those bits. Oh, I didn't get an onion, I'll have that. And it's just, but what annoys me is it's not so much that, obviously it's a practical thing, it's the fact that they get a little bit edgy. You can actually see, certainly kind of, dare I say it, certain breed of woman and a certain breed of fella will just get a little bit itchy, a little bit edgy, and they just look at you can just see them sweating, especially if they can't reach.
I just lean over and do it myself.
Well, I know, but it's the thing is that it's like they almost feel that they ought to wait for me to do it, as though somehow it's my obligation. And it just for some reason, I know it's ludicrous, but it really annoys me, and I actually deliberately don't put the divider down just to see them sweat.
I like the way that they're actually quite well made. There's some that are brass with like a felt bottom.
Yeah.
Like you really care. Like a twig would do, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But I just leave a slight gap. And then when it gets to when the woman's putting it through the till or the guy, I just say, "That's my stuff."
Do you ever look at other people shopping and go, "Oh, I should have got that"?
Often.
Oh,
yeah.
That's annoying.
I'll tell you what it is, it's the same thing, and again, it's my psychosis. When people, if you're on a bus or a train, and we're pulling into the stop, but there's a good, kind of 35 seconds before we're actually going to come to a halt, they leap up, and they're straight by the door.
Yeah.
But it's this fear that they're going to miss out. Oh my God, what if I fell over now and broke my ankle? I'd never get out.
To be fair, I've never had that commuter's worry. I've never commuted, but every second counts, doesn't it? Because you miss a train, it can make a difference of half an hour. So that's why commuters literally run to get their connections.
But the thing is that with a bus,
there's
often there'll be people who are sat right next to the exit will get up and stand up for a while, waiting to get out. It just, again, I'm not saying it's not, it makes perfect sense to them. It's my psychosis.
They're going to be mowed down in the streets.
They will just be a few of the
You're going to be in a lovely Chrysler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I will be going straight through a branch of Waitrose.
Yeah.
Taking people out in the
So we do not condone going through Waitrose in a Chrysler.
In a car.
Now, adverts in the back of those. Do you remember Innovations catalogue?
Well, I just read this week, Innovations catalogue is being closed down.
Gutted.
Yeah. The
Is it
Innovations
really?
catalogue, which is, it used to go to something like 50 million homes or something.
I love the Innovations catalogue. You do think, well, I could do with that. Because I want...
I've never thought that.
I do. I want to spend money on an advantage in life. Like, I want the power packs and hoverboards and things that are like to see through walls, just for 19.99. They don't work, do they? I bought Oxygen. Did you really? I bought oxygen.
What do you mean you bought oxygen?
Well, me and my mate was sort of like, I'd run it. It was about like, I don't know, 1987. And me and my mate, Wally, we were doing long distance running together. We were trying to get good. And I thought, I'll just have some oxygen before the race. And
What do you mean some oxygen? It's there, free in the air. What's it
Oh, you had some big canisters.
A canister of oxygen?
Canisters.
It didn't work. It just smelled like you were sniffing mints. I couldn't get any in. I just.
What was it supposed to do?
Well, oxygenate the blood so you can.
Right.
But yeah, I don't
Make
know
you
why.
slightly red
How
in
much
the
was
face.
it?
I don't know. I can't remember. But
Mine was 1999. It was a big canister.
it was rubbish.
Why did you buy it for? I mean, he was at least doing a job.
For much the same
doing
reason.
a job?
I was
But it does seem to me
training.
that, because the problem with the innovations catalogue is that for the few idiots that buy stuff like you, there are hundreds, thousands who just looked through it and laughed at the absurdity of, a motorised tie rack.
I bought the
I know,
Abs
yeah.
Master.
Who
I
is
bought
so
the Abs
lazy that they
Master.
need that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that.
The Abs Master. I worked for a while answering the mail and opening the mail for returns. It wasn't the innovations people, but it was if that's the kind of middle class version, this was a very much more working class thing. It was how to get hot dogs out of a tin and all the rest of it. And there was stuff in there. It was incredible. There was one item that was in the catalogue, and it was. Yeah, I know, like me, you've probably thought to yourself, I just haven't got time to boil the kettle.
Where'd you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good?
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, nice food and that. It's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Always like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But so we're having a nice walk, right? You know how nudists do me head in.
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. That's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but... Well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flows off.
Yeah.
I've just got, flip-flops on, pair of shorts,
Some a bit
and
noisy
like a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the.
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair.
I'll get to it. Forget
Okay.
the underarm hair. She came out. It looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm gonna burst! I'm going to burst! Oh God!
And the funny thing is, right? She.
Smuggling seaweed! Oh God!
She
was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking along. So,
Yeah, go on then.
so Suzanne's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh, not again," because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right?
Yeah.
But he had shorts on. He was happy, right? But every time, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, "All right, mate," because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. Do you know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. You know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. But put the shorts on, right? So anyway, the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back. There's
I
no
like
other
the
way.
fact that they're scuttling away when Karl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away.
Yeah.
It's like whenever Karl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why are you another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was that I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle. Because remember, when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and a man and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out. It's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if... you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so... but he got us talking, because I was... Then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, day's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach... Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it and what have you? And I just was thinking, is there any chance that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty. And I'm thinking, that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
But what's the name? It was...
It's the attention span I like! Oh.
These people who, they've got like this autism thing going on.
Yeah.
And they sort of take in a lot of information. They get sort of they get so into it that they know everything about that subject and what have you, right? And there was this lad who, he knew everything, right, about EastEnders.
Right.
He sort of, the cameraman was saying to him, so, you know, why EastEnders and that? And he said, oh, I don't know, I just like it. And he said, I remember when I first watched it, it was a Thursday, it was 5 to 8, Pauline Fowler walked in, she had a pink jumper on, she said, all right, love. And he remembers everything from that moment on. Yeah. Right, and everything, which is great, but then the way the programme was making out, it was almost like they were saying it's a disability.
Right.
When in a way, it's more like a superpower.
Sure. Like Rain Man.
But if you can take
it's Rain Man.
No,
he has special autistic powers.
Oh God!
We must send for Rain Man.
I don't know what to do.
So
I don't know what to do.
So he would be a great contestant mastermind. Sort of autistic mastermind. He'd be
what I'm
dynamite.
saying is, don't be watching EastEnders though. Sort of, why didn't they give him an encyclopedia and say, get into that?
Sure.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
Keep him away from EastEnders. Wasting his time there. But I don't think it is a disability.
No.
Yeah, there are other things, and they're not. It's also autism is a matter of degrees. From what I know, and I'm sorry to have to do this, but I feel that I have to at least be the voice of reason, as ill-educated as I am on the subject. But I think there's degrees of autism. I think some are higher performance than others. There's other issues with it. It's not they're just got good memories. They don't go around doing tricks for people because they can remember stuff. There are other issues with it. Do you know what I mean?
Right, well, I mean, they seemed a bit...
But you watched the programme, what did you learn? That he knows when Pauline Fowler came in?
Yeah, I mean, there was other bits where they couldn't control their emotions and stuff.
Oh, that other little bit, yeah.
But the main bit of it was he can soak up information and stuff, and I'm just saying, it didn't seem really bad. Do you know what I mean? There's disabilities where people say that's a bad disability. It's like how people say about...
This is brilliant. This is just like this is amazing to be in a room with this man. It's incredible. You just wind him up and listen to what comes out. And I'm going to sit back now. I'm not going to defend you or explain anything. Just go on and tell me about the other disabilities that are worse.
No, what I mean is how people can sometimes easily get mixed up. How people are scared of like a cyclop. When at the end of the day, he's got a disability. A bloke
Who's scared of a cyclop?
No, it's
apart from Jason and his Argonauts. Where's this cyclop that you're scared of?
No, I'm just saying in history and in books and that.
No, not in history. History happened.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of? You're mixing history with Greek mythology and Roman mythology and every other type of mythology. What do you mean there wasn't really a giant cyclop that went round picking up ships and throwing them around? That's not history, Karl. Do you think Batman's history?
No, but it was ages ago, wasn't it, when we were sort of forming...
No, I'm not saying it didn't happen ages ago. I'm saying it didn't happen.
Well, he might have done. There's no. I mean, what's so ridiculous about a fellow with one eye?
In the middle of his head, and he's big and scary and lives in a
Why is he
cave.
scary? Because he's got. What if he had 8 eyes? I'd be scared of him. At the end of the day, he's got a disability. We'll talk about it in a bit.
Forward Inc. Gorillas on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but do you know what I mean? No, I thought it'd be, Karl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly, late night telly on strange channels. Like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and I mean. I even tried to help because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was. I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the. I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Karl up and said, "This is a Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What was the argument about? Like the zookeepers are going, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again. The father, look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage. And the father was saying, she's not good enough for you. No. Oh.
So
what
we've got
was
some
it
Monkey
about?
News today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Monkey News.
You got a little bit of
there.
Monkey News, right? You've redeemed yourself
right.
then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that. What else has been going on? What are we going to talk about now? Sort of head's gone now.
Your head's
we've got
gone.
Monkey News.
Yeah.
And,
Why is your brain? Why is it? It seems like since we've come back on air, you have become dimmer. I mean, it is extraordinary. It's like BSC has kicked in.
Or
and
did
you
we
really
just
are.
forget? We just forgot.
Maybe
what-
it's been a long time. We've forgotten just how stupid he is.
Yeah.
It's proper. Do you mean it's the silences? He
Yeah.
forgets we're on the radio. There's just
I know,
dead
it's
air.
unbelievable, and it's our name on this.
know.
They put up but as I said before, he is no offence, he's not a bright lad or educated or anything like that. But some things he says does border on the retarded.
I've been trying to take in too much information now. That's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of
Heaven forbid.
And I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't. And then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was a night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said it was something like, "How can you freeze time?" And she says, "Are you going to say good morning or whatever?"
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's right. Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
"How can you freeze time?" Oh, God.
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing around my head.
Sure.
And, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information. This is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, "Well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time." It's you think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what affects that
Oh,
one.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point of me worrying
It's not
about
a question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, "Oh." I went, "What?" He went, "You'd never see a black ghost."
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record! So we get onto conversations. Talking about, he's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected because, Anyway, I went into evolution for him, and he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. One had a long enough neck to survive and pass it. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution? This isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45. Right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to, I said, well, things are, I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses, they evolved. That's why, soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about, 11:30, then I said, I'm going to bed, right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
I don't know what that means.
Let's put a song on, right? And we'll come back to it.
So you're going to explain that?
Yeah.
You've got an explanation?
The Verve and Sonic.
Good evening, Steve. Got some here brought in. It's just a normal soup. It's Rooster's Pride. What flavour soup's that, Steve?
Oh, I know you brought that. And it's all it's a genuine article, and it's cock soup. Can I have a closer look at that? Maybe there's some more humour I can draw.
What, you want a closer look at my cock soup?
Just a cock soup. Let me just. It says here delicious, appetising. 3 to 4 servings.
You know what I'm thinking of when you're talking about the soup?
I'm thinking of innuendo.
I'm just thinking of a man's cock.
Penises. Yeah. Let me just.
It's the darkness.
Use Rooster's Pride Cock Soup as a snack with crackers or toast.
Still thinking of a normal knob.
An appetiser, again, or a soup base. That doesn't really work as an Indian.
No,
that's disappointing. We'll work on that, though.
Go on.
Right. But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
I'm loving it already.
No, right. There's a shadow. I think it was in America.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston. That's what I imagine.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Somewhere like Boston. And people at night used to see this shadow moving about. And they'd go, what's that? Right? And it got known, the town, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems.
What are you talking about?
Well, it was like,
you lost me.
What are you talking about?
Do you know, like some places get famous, like Scotland's got the Loch Ness monster and that, but it doesn't cause any.
Yeah.
But it doesn't cause any problems.
It doesn't exist. Go on.
Right. So there's this shadow walking about on the road.
What do you mean? No, what's he again? Rubbish.
Right. So he's
Nonsense.
walking about.
Where did you read this? Where did you see this?
He's walking about. This was on the internet, and I'm sure.
Sorry, sorry. Right. I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
Right. So this shadow is moving about and
independently of an object.
Yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved.
Was he elected to that post?
Hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it's just
causing any problems.
Yeah,
But that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see. That's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the city.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What
down
did it do?
on
What did it
Roman
do?
shadows.
What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease
oh,
them.
you're a maniac.
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for
Please
educating.
never have children.
Right, listen.
Well, should we play a little record and come back to this? Because
I can't believe it started with you slagging him off, Rick, and I've ended up
I know.
as the monster.
I know.
Bit of R.E.M.
Yeah.
R.E.M. and Animal. To sing like animals would be R.E.M. and their animals.
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I'm just thinking. I wonder if there's done a video for animals and the animal on a DVD, an animals DVD. Huh?
What are you
No, I'm
talking
just
about?
saying. It's R.E.M. there. It's just a good link. R.E.M. animals on a DVD would be. I've got an animals DVD out. My
got an
DVD,
animal
yeah, my
DVD.
DVD, my live stand-up's out. Buy it. HMV and
don't
Virgin.
think you should-
Well, no,
I don't
I'm
think
just
you should
saying.
plug
Animals,
your-
no, it's
I don't
funny.
think you should
'cause-
plug
no,
your stand-up
I'm
on
not
the show.
plugging it. It came up in the Animals from REM. Came
I don't
up.
think you should plug your DVD.
Well, buy it now. It's a really good stand-up DVD.
I
It's
think
out
if you're going to
for-
buy anything, I think I ought to balance this out really. If you're going to buy a DVD, you should probably buy the Office series too, because
Well,
I get
no,
money for
that's
that.
been on telly. Animals. See, Animals hasn't been on telly. The Office has been on telly. It's involved with it.
But I don't get any money for
No,
the
I know,
Animals
but that's
DVD.
what I mean. I get
wasn't
everything
involved.
from Animals, whereas I've got to share The Office, where it was with you and some of the other actors, whereas I get the lion's share, lion's an animal, the lion's share of Animals. It's all mine, you see. So,
The truth of it is that it's not. I mean, it's your stand-up, and it's not great. It's a bit
no, but
weak.
nor's my
A
acting.
lot of the observations
Nor's my
are quite
acting or
poor.
writing. No.
You're
but
a great actor.
I'm rubbish in The Office. One trick pony.
Well, I
I just
agree with
touch my
that,
tie and I look at the camera, bored with that.
Yeah.
Animals, whole new side.
Yeah, but
15,
frankly, you've been
15 quid.
You've been doing so much publicity on TV that if people have seen it all, they'll have probably seen all the best clips.
No, yeah,
And,
but
I mean,
The
there's only a
Office,
couple of decent
It's
gags.
only really the dance, and you can get that on a JPEG. So
Some other great stuff.
Don't
in
buy
there.
The Office.
There's some other great stuff in there.
No, Phoenix Nights is better than The Office. So buy Phoenix Nights, don't buy The Office. Okay?
Well,
right, let's get on with it. That's
yeah.
that. Right, what else is
You've
happening?
probably heard most of the stand-up observations on this show, so.
Right, what have you got for us? Available in HMV. Go on.
Oh, wow. I'm annoyed. Office. I was walking away from the show last week. I was walking towards Berwick Street. I like to look at the records and the record shops. And I was on my mobile phone, and I was chatting away to someone, and what can only be described as a prostitute.
Go on.
Stood on the street corner.
Was she a woman that gives you sex for money?
Yes.
That is a prostitute.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Go on.
And as I was walking by, she said, "Do you want to buy sex?" No,
You sure it wasn't a market trader giving 6 plums away?
No, it was
something?
definitely
6 for a quid?
No, it was definitely
Go
a
on.
prostitute.
Yeah.
And what annoyed me about it, what I wanted to pick her up on something, was the fact that I was on my mobile phone. It's like, can you
She was
imagine?
rude.
Who would what am I going to hang up? Sorry, Mum, can I call you back?
I've
You
just
know,
had an
you know,
offer.
you say you want me to meet more women.
And you sent me that 30 quid
Exactly.
for my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Johnson, I'm really excited about the job. Can I call you back? I'm just going to negotiate with a... Can I just ask Karl how he got on over Christmas? Because the last time I spoke to him, you hadn't bought a present for your girlfriend. I have to say, I was on tenterhooks all Christmas.
Well, you changed it. After that show, I felt bad, even though I shouldn't have done, because...
Because you hadn't bought your girlfriend a Christmas
Yeah, but I
present.
said to you, I booked a table at a hotel in Covent Garden, had Christmas dinner there, which was nice, right? It's good food and everything.
Didn't feel like enough to me.
Well, then I went out and treated some stuff, and then...
No. A couple of days before Christmas, he went, I took Suzanne to that hotel we're going to go to for Christmas dinner. We had tea and cakes. And I went, oh, you treated her? He went, no, she paid for it, but I was just showing her what it was going to be like. That was her extra treat. She paid for it. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it was like 150 quid for a meal for 2, which is pretty dear. So I'm not going to buy her cakes as well.
I love that! All right, love, have anything you want. You pay for your own pudding, I'm not mental.
So
you treated her to some other
yeah,
stuff.
some bits and bobs. And then yesterday,
she chose them and you paid for them.
what, the presents?
Yeah.
No,
Or
no.
you chose them and she paid for them, but, it's the
No,
thought that counts.
I got them on the way home that Saturday.
Well done.
And what
Past
did you
some
buy?
shops. Well, just some bits.
Might be personal, Steve.
Well, I don't care.
Just some bits.
Yeah,
Just
but
bits and pieces.
leave out the personal bits. What bits?
Just little things. And then yesterday, right?
A monkey wrench and a new washer for the shower.
Yeah. Some recordable CDs that you need for your job.
Oh,
So,
dear.
no, when you gave those presents to her, did her face light up?
Right. I don't want to tell you what they were, right? But she wasn't that impressed.
You're going to tell us what they were now, Karl.
what they are.
You even know what they are. She told you on Christmas Day.
Hold on, wait a minute.
But
Right.
it doesn't matter what they are.
It does matter what
No,
they
it
are.
doesn't. It doesn't matter.
does, Karl. It's you, mate. Of
No,
course
it doesn't
matters.
matter.
Oh, God!
Have you just remembered?
Yeah!
Right, but there's no need.
I've got to tell him, Karl. I really want your permission because I don't want to be I know it's not, but we know it's not that embarrassing. It's really quite sweet.
Yeah, but in a way, right, the way I look at it is, right, Christmas, even when I was a little kid, right, is not...
Please let me tell him, Karl.
Well, let me just tell you first, though. Let me tell you why I didn't go all out on the old present front.
All right. Justify yourself.
Right? First of all, I've covered it up since then anyway. right, with that present because I bought her some shoes yesterday, and she did say I'll give you the money for them, but when I get home I said it's all right. I said you can have them, right? So not only did I buy her some food on Christmas Day, I got her shoes. She's probably had a total.
And they feel like a horse.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, yeah, there you go, there's your shoes, there's your food, right, bed down, see you later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
I
she's
have
done.
fed and clothed
Yeah,
her.
did you comb her hair?
She's done well this year, right? So the thing
She's
is,
done well this year. It's like you're a single parent living on a council estate with a smack problem, and you still managed to buy them some Lego.
when I was a kid, right, it wasn't about what you got. I remember one year when I was about 8, right?
Oh, it's going to make me cry, isn't it, this?
No, it's not. I'm just saying the way it is, right? I woke up at about 4 in the morning. And I was like, oh, what I forgot? And I couldn't sleep. I was that on edge. It's the excitement of Christmas, isn't it? It's like, oh, what's wrapped up? I need to know.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's the fact that people are saying, no, you won't know until tomorrow.
Yes, sure.
That annoys you and winds you up.
Okay.
So I got up at 4 in the morning, opened my presents, and then went, right, I know now, went back to bed, had a great sleep.
Yes.
Right? So it's nothing to do with the excitement of what you get. It's the excitement of not knowing what you've got.
And then what happened when you got up to go down with the presents?
What you're saying to me is that you could wrap up a brick because the thrill of Christmas is in hoping and being excited about what it is, not the actual gift itself.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? Did you get a brick?
No, let me tell you now what he got. He got her a present, right? And she said, she came and I said, yeah, he got me. It was an industrial-sized packet of condoms.
It was a joke gift.
No, it wasn't
a joke.
gift.
It wasn't even a joke.
I went home that Saturday after the year, past Boots, thought, might have something in here. They were on, like, some value.
Right, you passed the
Were
makeup.
they used?
Right, but anyway.
The makeup, you passed all the other...
Past the makeup,
feminine stuff.
past the lovely vanity cases,
Yeah.
the foot spas.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The bathroom
Oh,
products.
hold on. How much are these, love, for 100?
Yeah.
$4.99. Yeah.
Do I get them reduced if I buy in bulk?
So how many did you buy? What was it?
I don't know, probably about 100.
Right, okay.
And is she allowed to use those with anyone?
Did you wrap them?
Can she just go out and have a wild
Well, you
time
don't need
with
to wrap. They're already wrapped, aren't they? Oh. And then what did she say when she opened them?
I
No,
just-
wait. Carl, what did she say?
Right, play a record and we'll come back to this. Oh, you're worse than my father, that's genius. Made famous, of course, by Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
That's All Along the Watchtower, as originally done by Mr. Bob Dylan.
On XFM 104.9.
So, Carl, just take us through the moment where you gave this gift. Firstly,
So you went into Boots, right? You thought, all right, 100 condoms, brilliant. Okay, did you wrap it
I don't
up?
know if it was 100, probably 80.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right?
You don't want to go mad, do you?
Wrap them up.
I'm just resting easy knowing that he's not trying to breed.
Right? No.
Yeah.
So I got her them. I got her Grease on DVD because she's
Okay.
always watching that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So just think of when her mum said, what did Carl get you? Some condoms and grease.
I was going to say, I'm glad he said on DVD.
And, she was surprised anyway, right? Because
Yeah, I bet she was.
no, when she got
she was thinking like jewellery.
no,
So
right?
that showed her. That surprised you, hasn't it? All right.
So hang on, wait a
You
minute.
thought it was a holiday, didn't you? Yeah, look at your face.
You don't know me at all. So hang on. So did you give these on Christmas Day?
Right, what happened is she got in from work that Saturday, right? And I said, look under the tree.
Knackered. Oh, at least it's Christmas.
Yeah.
At least I'm going to get a little bit. Yeah, go on.
I said, look, you got some stuff under the tree, right? So that
Did you give her a
surprised
sugar
her,
lump?
Right, she was really chuffed with that. But she said she was a bit puzzled because I didn't know we had any wrapping paper, right? So I ended up using wallpaper.
You didn't take it off the wall, though. You had some.
No, it was some left over, right? So she said, why have you used wallpaper? I said, well, I didn't have any paper and you were getting in a bit and I wanted you to have a surprise. So she said, can I have a feel of them? I said, no.
Presents.
You thought, right, I've got the right thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Christmas Day, I said, no, don't get carried away. It's nothing really good. You know, we said we weren't going to buy each other much. So there you go, open them.
Yeah, go on.
And
Can I just ask, had you received your present from her yet?
yeah.
So what had you received?
What did he have? Had some shoes,
Nice.
right? getaway game for PlayStation.
Nice.
I'm just totting up the value of this.
those.
Go on, yeah.
And just also think about how much fun and pleasure you get from them.
Yeah.
Although, of course, condoms, I can see the see the appeal.
Well, okay. So I think
but also add to that bit 150 quid for a meal. If you're going to start totting up, 150 quid for a meal. I bought some shoes, 72 quid.
Yeah, that was after the event, though.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so you received these, dare I say it, thoughtful and nice gifts. You handed over the box of condoms. They were wrapped up. She unwrapped them.
Yeah.
Go on, take us through it. Walk us through it.
Well, it's not something you play with on Christmas morning.
Oh God! Oh, right.
But when she opened
what
them,
did she say? What did she say?
Well, I wrapped them twice as well, so she thought it was something really good.
Extra
Like,
protection.
Right.
And
so she thought it was something really good.
And then
So the disappointment would be doubled.
Yeah, go on, yeah.
then she just opened it and went, "Oh yeah, so what's on the telly?" And that was that.
Ungrateful. What an ungrateful woman that is.
Well, she got stuff.
Fancy not wanting
I told her.
a box of economy condoms from Boots.
I said to her about the thing about, it's all about the surprise and that, innit?
Yeah.
You explained that to her?
Yeah.
What, after she'd unwrapped it?
Yeah. And she was all right about it.
Yeah. She understood.
Rick, I suggested to him that he buy his girlfriend a gift. I'm worried I've done more damage to the relationship by suggesting that than if he had just forgotten.
Next time you've got to go shopping for her yourself, Steve.
I think I might do.
You've better go shopping for her yourself.
I'm glad it's all over, though. It's mental.
Yeah.
It annoys me. The whole thing annoys me. And she knows that as well.
Yeah.
She should know. What, she still insists on having Christmas once a year?
Well.
Wow. I'm
No, but anyway, what did you get?
I can't think what you bring to the relationship, Karl. I don't know what it is she's getting from you in this relationship. It's like she's doing all the work.
80 times. Oh God, Karl! I love it. You're brilliant. I know what she's getting. He's the.
What? No, he's not thoughtful.
No, but he's thoughtful. He's the best he can do with the brain he's got. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He's doing his best. He's absolutely doing his best. There's no.
He's working at the limits of his powers.
Do you know what I mean? Though he's done as well as he can with what he was given.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's admirable.
Yeah.
It's like, I think he's done better than you'd expect. I bet his teachers didn't even think he'd get this far. Do you know what I mean?
What, find a girl?
No, well, yeah, a job, a girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Clothe himself. He's done really well. What do you think, Karl? You think you've done well?
I think I've done all right compared to some of my mates.
What are they doing now?
Probably not that much. Do you know what I mean? Mrs. Matthews said I wouldn't be an high flyer. I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I have a holiday every year. Got somewhere to live and that.
Yeah. Got a new flat, haven't you?
Yeah, so
where are they then, the condoms? Did she show them to her family and friends?
No.
Take them into work? Look what Karl's
I'm surprised she told Ricky, actually. I was a bit disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go shouting around.
Well, she was so excited, Karl, clearly. She was just so pleased and proud.
Yeah.
All right, play a record, we'll come back to it.
No, that's it now.
Streets, don't mug yourself, XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington, a regular Santa Claus.
I'll leave it now, I'll leave it.
Oh dear.
Right, listen, right, yeah, New Year and all that.
He's great, isn't he?
Rockbusters is on the way. We're getting some good stuff coming in.
I have to say, I'm amazed. Every answer I've had so far has been correct. I listened to the clues. I've got no idea. And I know you, Karl. I've spent time with you.
Have
I
you
know
seen
how you
the
work.
XFM listeners? Well, of course they're the same as Karl.
Sure.
Of course they've got the same mindset.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Starving, I went to what is meant to be the best restaurant in the world on
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday, yeah.
Sure. You must be famished.
Well, Jonathan Ross booked a table there. It came out, I think he's been trying to get there for a while, and I think there's a waiting list and everything, right? And
Well, he's got over here. You're walking straight in.
He's walked straight in with that, yeah. Me and Jane went along with him and Jane to the Fat Duck in Bray. So it was voted the best restaurant in the world.
Right.
Okay, and it was incredible. I mean, it's across from the restaurant and sort of Barnum. They do, you know, just incredible food. But all the way there, I'm thinking, well, I can't eat stuff in normal restaurants. I don't eat red meat. I'm squeamish about things like seafood, anything that's got too many legs, or was a crustacean once, or feeds on worms. I knew that one of their signature dishes was snail porridge. So I'm thinking, I'm not going to be able to eat anything here. So I was thinking, I had something to eat before I went. And I was thinking, now, they better not have mucked around the bread, right? Got there, beautiful. And it was really quite fantastic. And I let them know straight away, that I was a Philistine, and they really accommodated me. You know, I didn't have the snail porridge. They put mushrooms in my snail porridge, which was more of a risotto, and there's tasting menus and that, and it was really fantastic. But Jonathan, halfway through, on the way there, I don't like travel well. On the way there, he actually phoned me and said, "Why are we taking you to this restaurant?"
Good point. Very good point.
They know, even if I go around there, they cook me sausage and mash.
Yeah.
Or, do you know what I mean?
Well, you have the palate of one of those kids from the Jamie Oliver school dinners programme, they've got the lovely Jamie Oliver cooked, you know, kind of ratatouille, but they're going for the sort of chicken Twizzlers.
What's wrong with chicken? I love chicken. I like the chicken I can eat. I'm squeamish about red meat. There's nothing you know, it's a mixture of, it's not morals. There's only one thing I don't eat morally, that's veal. But the other thing else is just like, if it's got eyes and legs and things sticking out of it, or
but it hasn't got eyes and legs things sticking out of it. What are you talking about? I mean, it just infuriates me. I actually got to a point now where I refuse to eat out with Ricky, because I can't, it just sucks the life out of me. It actually makes me depressed. I can't enjoy the experience. If you go to an awards do, they bring out lovely food, you know, 3 courses,
always
and
lamb.
You're whinging. You're always
salmon,
whinging.
which is hardly cooked, followed by lamb.
Lovely bit of lamb. Who doesn't think lamb is the best of all the meats?
Oh.
And you whinge, you complain, you look at Jane like a little boy who's like, "Oh no, why have you brought me here?" You are just, and I tell you, and I put it at I don't want to, badmouth people, but I suspect it's your family. I suspect it was your upbringing. I imagine, that if I came to your house, late 60s, early 70s, came round to your place in Reading, it would have just been the smell of chip fat.
Always
just
on.
everywhere,
Chip
pervading, just
on.
one of those chip fat fries that's just, like you say, constantly, 24 hours a day,
I used to eat
just
things.
bubbling away.
I used to eat beef and pork and that, and I used to have to, eventually, when I was getting sort of squeamish and getting older, I'd make her burn it so much that it was just like chewing on a piece of leather anyway, where I couldn't stand the sight of blood or so.
A salad in your house would have been
I'll tell you what
a pickled onion and a packet of crisps.
No, a salad in my house, right, was when it was summer, we were out in the garden, lovely salad, grated cheese, grated egg, 2 bits of beetroot with your leaf, a pickled onion, and a packet of crisps. And that was a salad. But
now, is that? Do you agree that is probably the reason why you've got this palate? And I don't even. It's not even a palate. That's too nice a word to use for it.
I've got more squeamish as I've got older, because I say I used to eat beef and pork.
What do you mean squeamish? I don't understand what you mean. Squeamish.
If I suddenly think about it, I can eat like, like, it has to be blasted. It has to be unrecognisable to be an animal. You know what I mean? I mustn't see a bit of pink or a bit of fat.
So if we were in biblical times, and you're there, and Jesus Christ has just fed 40,000 with some fishes and some loaves, you'd be going, "I'm not into the fish, JC."
I say take the head off, really cook it, take the skin off. I can see a bit of spine.
And unless that bread is mighty white, I'm not interested.
No. Yeah, but the thing is, what he hasn't said is, he gets frustrated because we have to go from restaurant to restaurant for something I can eat. But the reason we've only got about 3 restaurants to choose from are that because he doesn't want to spend more than a £5 at lunchtime.
At lunchtime? If I was going out of an evening, you'd spend a decent amount of wallop. But lunchtime,
Would you?
You'd be happy to spend 20 quid on lunch. Imagine that every single day. There's no one out there who's eating lunch 20 quid a day on lunch. It's crazy. You don't need that much food at lunchtime because I know what happens. You go in there, you have some kind of Thai green curry for lunch. You're asleep by 1:30. We're trying to work. We're trying to write TV shows, and you're dozing off like one of those giant anacondas that's just eating a sheep and is slowly digesting it. It takes like 3 weeks.
He doesn't eat Karl. He does not like the spare. He'll walk a mile out of his way to get a sandwich that's mostly bread that only costs $1.20.
It's about value for money, Rick. That is all it's about.
To tell me, I remember
Oh, come on, let's having
an argument over that 50p that time. That's just an easy way out. I have to blame myself. No?
Yeah. What was the teacher like?
Well, there's loads of different ones. I didn't like. I mean, the history teacher. It is my own fault because with her, she's a bit mental, and I used to kind of stop the lesson by saying, "Oh, miss, tell us about your fireplace you've got that is made from a gravestone." Because that's what
That
she
would
had.
stop any English teacher in their
No,
tracks.
and she loved telling you about it. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh,
I learned
brilliant.
that from a
So
teacher.
that's why I didn't know about divorce, head loss, and all that.
Yeah.
Dandruff legs. Horse, head loss, dandruff legs.
But remember now, divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded survived. That's all you got to remember.
And what's that?
We had a little lunch yesterday, didn't we?
We did indeed. That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
I hate going out with you two.
I was explaining to Karl, right? I like to excite Karl's imagination, right? And if it involves chimps or monkeys, all the better. Brains he likes, parts of the body, deformity. You know, I know where to, you know, what buttons to push. And I told him about this thing. I don't know if any of you out there know about this, but there's an experiment they did in the 50s, a clinical psychology experiment where there's your two hemispheres of the brain, okay? They're joined by a thing called the corpus callosum, right? Which is just a little flap of skin, like a little scarlet lead that joins your two hemispheres. And what they did, they cut that in half, and they thought it was a cure for schizophrenia, but what it turned out to be, or epilepsy, I think, I can't remember, was that your two sides of your brains didn't function together. You couldn't get information. I was telling Karl all this thing, and one of the things I told him was that they did it on a monkey, and it fought itself over a nut. Like its right arm was connected, you know, by its left lobe of the brain, and it was fighting over itself. And Karl went, instead of like thinking this is amazing experiment, he went, would it have been happy if you'd given it two nuts?
Yeah, I know. Well, you started off by explaining it. I remember you mentioned, because I was watching the two of you as you were describing it to me, you said, of course, one side of the brain deals with symbolism. And as you said the word symbolism, I noticed Karl drift away from looking at you, pick up his mobile phone and start pressing buttons randomly. And I thought it was the word symbolism that got him. And I noticed it took you just a moment longer. And I think the first thing you said was, when did I lose you?
Yeah, I knew I'd lost him.
It's extraordinary. And he doesn't even try
I
to
think I said
disguise it.
nomenclature at one point as well.
Right, yeah.
And I knew I was dicing with death there.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I told you, you tried to look it up, didn't you, on the web? You didn't find anything about it, did you?
The spelling of it's, what is it again? What's the word?
Corpus callosum.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
No, there's no point. Don't bother.
Give up.
Don't bother.
Give up.
So if anyone knows any interesting facts about that,
I don't expect yours hasn't been cut in half, has it, Karl? That would, again, might explain something.
I'll tell you what we will be talking about later. I don't know if you're sort of aware of them, Steve.
Go on.
Bonobos.
Oh, I
don't know much about bonobos.
I told him about he was looking for stuff. I said, put in bonobo. He was having no luck with chimp. And they're a form of chimpanzee, but they're even closer to us, evolutionarily speaking. They've got their social groups are more like ours. They're more intelligent. And he was loving it, weren't you?
So is it human bonobo Karl? Is that how it works on the evolutionary ladder?
Chimp, Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about them.
So we're talking about bonobos. You're excited about that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Coming up in Monkey News. My parents won't let me ditch my studies. He's currently reading modern languages at London University. Sure. He wants to follow his dream, but his parents won't let him, of being a dancer. Karl. Worse than that, he says that they're trying to arrange a marriage to a bunch of minging daughters of people they know from good families. He doesn't know what to do, so he's got the arranged marriage coming along, and he's also got, he basically wants to be a dancer. His parents are forcing him into something more practical.
Well, the first thing, right, I don't think
Live your dreams?
the arranged marriage thing is such a bad idea.
Okay.
Because I think too many people go on looks,
Right.
and then you soon get bored of that, and you find out the person who you're knocking about with, it's actually not your type.
Right.
Why don't you arrange marriages for people?
Well, I'm just saying, right, so I'd say, Jay, go along with that. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
I mean, if they're really ugly, then, don't go along with it. But if they're half bad,
Yeah.
put up with it. That's
Sure.
all right. The dancing,
Brilliant.
right,
That's that solved.
Brilliant.
I wanted to be a dancer. After I did the boxing, right, I joined a dancing thing just near Man United's ground, right, called Twiggy's. Went along, I wanted to learn some moves.
How old were you?
Well, it was when Michael Jackson was, like, pretty big, so about 83, 84, 85, something like that, around there. Wanted to do it. When I went, it was shut, and it had become like a warehouse for toilet rolls. So in a way, I wonder what would have happened.
Sorry. How is that an anecdote about you going through dancing? You've told me before you did boxing for a while, you did dancing for a while. You had a true fight in the boxing. You didn't even get in the. That's not an. Imagine if that was a film. This is a boy's dreams of becoming a dancer. oh, it's shut. Next on. I mean, how is that a story?
Yeah, that was Billy Elliot. Do you think it would have won quite as many awards?
Yeah, brilliant. Footloose. All right,
Yeah.
I'm fed up. They banned it. Let's go. Oh, it's shut. Flash dance. First, there was. It's a warehouse. Never mind.
I'm just saying, you know, you'll find something else. I think I got a go-kart after that. I bought a motorised go-kart and kept myself busy with that. So there's always other
just
things.
think, Alan Bennett has to sit down and really sweat over his stories.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth.
You are a living Alan Bennett character.
So that's that.
So that's solved. Well, Jay, don't worry about that. There's no emotional problems I can foresee if you follow that advice.
So the advice there is do an arranged marriage.
If she's not ugly.
minging, she's not completely minging.
Yeah.
And don't worry about dancing. Get a go-kart. Cheers.
We're talking about MTV, right? And I was feeling a bit nervous, wasn't I? About like, you know, the way I look.
Right.
And what have you. And then I watched a bit of Celebrity Big Brother and all the fuss that Mark Owen's getting. And he's not that good looking, is he?
He's a very. I want to be Mark Owen's mate. If anyone who knows Mark Owen or Mark Owen's listening, I want to be his mate. I think he's brilliant.
I think he's a nice lad. But what I'm saying is, right, all the girls go mad over him.
Yeah.
And he's not that good looking, is he?
Well, no, he's got. He is in a certain way, isn't he? That sort of non-threatening.
But he's not stunning, is he? Do you know what I mean?
No, but no.
Well, what's your definition of a stunning?
Yeah.
Well,
who do you like?
Someone who you look at and you go, God, they're good
Which
looking.
bloke do you fancy?
What bloke do you think's attractive then?
So if I was into men,
Yeah.
in fact, you can still say a bloke's a good looker without fancying him. And that.
Who do you think is
know what I mean?
attractive?
Probably. I mean, it depends what you're looking for.
No, just look.
But there's different looks as well.
Of course,
isn't
yeah.
there?
Who do you say was attractive? Who do you say was like stunning in your definition?
A good-looking lad.
Yeah.
Good-looking lad. Oh, look at him over there. He's.
Do you find, Robbie Williams? Do you find him attractive?
Boy next door. Look.
No. Who do you? Carl, hurry up, because it's we've only got 2 hours.
Probably. Do you know? I can't think of one offhand. Mark Owen is pretty good looking then, really.
What? There's not. Just name one bloke that you think's an attractive guy. There must be one bloke that you've either met or that you've seen in a pub
Who do you
or
think
on a
is attractive?
poster.
Tell you what.
Go on.
Tell you what. Works here. Young Alex Zane.
Okay, we're going to play some of the best of, some of the greatest moments of the last 3 weeks
Yeah.
ever heard on XFM 104.9. What about this? Do you remember this one?
Oh, which one is it?
All right, so here's the first bit.
XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Tell us about this monkey, Karl.
You're going to love this one, Steve,
Go
right? So last week we were talking about how, like, a lad left his family because there was problems at home and that. He went and lived in the wood. He got airy, right?
No.
Leave it there, Rick. We haven't got time to go into
Right,
it.
so...
That's what happened.
And that's what happened. He lived with the monkeys. He went airy.
That's what happened.
Looked into some other stuff about, like, airy kids and all that.
Yeah.
Came across this story about a bloke, right, who worked in a zoo,
Oh dear.
right? So...
Trouble's brewing.
Loving his job and that, but it's quite a lonely sort of job because you don't see many people. You're just dealing with animals all the time, right? So anyway, he gets a bit pally with a monkey because it's the closest thing to a human.
Well, that ape is.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't really go that close to apes. It's dangerous.
What do you mean? What type was it? Do you
Just
mean it was
let
a
him tell the
Was it
story.
a chimpanzee?
I reckon it was a chimp. Yeah. Yeah, it was
you
a
don't
chimp.
even know, so
It was
that's
a
an
chimp.
ape.
It was a
Okay.
chimp. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does
So
it?
he
It's the
gets
story.
pally with him.
Right, so he gets pally with
Well,
him.
did they go on
and
holiday together?
Well, no, I mean, it starts
On the
off.
pool together.
Starts off just checking each other out and probably sharing lunch and that together.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, this goes on for a while. They're getting on well on that, and then after a while, right, the monkey starts sort of imitating him a bit more and sort of walking upright.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right. So he thinks, oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, they get on really better and what have you. So he thinks he could live at home with me. Because we're getting on the storm.
Yeah.
Right. So he takes him home, and before
Is this
you
the
know it,
beginning of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think it is. I think you've seen this on video.
I'm worried because he's already imitating him and they're moving in together. I'm thinking it's maybe a bit like Single White Female.
single white zookeeper.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, so anyway, so it's moving in and it's getting used to sort of the normal human life. He's having a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah, PG tips.
He finishes the day off with
Oh, dear.
Finishes the day off with what?
He
with
doesn't have to move a piano at one point,
He
does he?
finishes the day off with a little brandy.
Yeah.
What, he pours himself one. Is he wearing a smoking jacket?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Carl. You're a maniac,
Listen,
mate.
no, this is why it attracted me. It's amazing, right? So he's having his brandy and that, loving his life. Next thing you know, he sort of, I don't know if he loses it or he gets shaved, but the top half of his body is hairless. Right? Apart from his head. Right, so he's got a nice...
So it's the opposite of the kid.
Well,
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
that would happen.
Right?
Well, hang on, but so you don't know if he
You
was
don't even
shaved
know.
or if it's
How did it say? Then the hairless. What?
I'll bring it in for you, the story, and then you can see if I've gone wrong.
Keep going.
So anyway, so this is going on, and he's having a great life. Then the zookeeper starts getting a bit annoyed because he's having a better life than the zookeeper. The zookeeper's in the zoo.
This is such
So the
rubbish.
zookeeper's still got to do a day's work. The monkey's at home, he's partying,
Well,
he's
it
got
gets
his
to a
other
point when he
mates
says
round.
there's no point you coming in to the zoo because the whole reason of you being there was because you're being kept there.
Right.
And he didn't want to bring the memories back, so he said, you stay at home. So
You are you're talking such.
Just let him finish.
God, I don't know if I can sit here and listen to this drivel.
I'm fascinated.
It's nearly over anyway, right?
It sounds extraordinary, Karl.
So he's walking up, right? He's having a tea in the morning, finishing the day off with brandy. Gets a bit out of hand. Only tries it on with the zookeeper's wife.
Make him go away, Steve.
How does he do that?
Well, because he's around humans a lot, he becomes a bit of a charmer. And
But what is it that he could do to seduce her? Pick fleas out of her?
he didn't say.
He's
but-
built. He was built.
Yeah, it's well done.
So what about that?
What do you mean? What about it, Carl? It's obviously not true.
I don't understand how.
I love the fact he becomes a charmer. He's got better taste in brandy.
Exactly.
And
What was it that he was doing that seduced her?
I don't know. I thought maybe because he was at home more than the zookeeper was.
But what would he be doing, Karl?
the fact that-
He's not going to be talking with her. They're not going to be playing like, Trivia Pursuit.
Maybe she liked the silent type. He didn't go into that. He just said that's when the trouble started.
Carl, play a record.
Right.
Man alive, I went to see the last part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Why?
Well, it's like a family thing now. Every Christmas, my family and I have been going to see the Lord of the Rings. The next instalment, it's like a family thing.
What will you do if they keep making them?
Oh, I'd say I've wasted now about 10 hours of my life with that tripe.
You can never get that
I can
back.
never get that back. That's what Peter Jackson owes me. 10 hours now he owes me of my life. It is absolute drivel.
Well, I know.
We've said this before. I don't want to harp on again about it, but I cannot fathom why everyone is so excited and loves these films so much. Like you say, people review saying it's the best film ever. I think this is the greatest movie I'll ever see. And I don't... It's like they go, oh, but look at all the fight
But
sequences.
Tolkien being up there in literature, like, you know what I mean? It's sort of like Shakespeare. Tolkien. No!
Yeah.
No.
But what is it that he's writing about exactly?
I don't know.
Little midget fellas who can't get shoes. I mean, I've got big feet. I've got size 14. I can get shoes.
Oh, God.
Send
But I
off
know-
from mail
but I
order.
know it's like Harry Potter taken seriously.
Yeah.
But I know who's watching it. It's like these people who are watching it are obviously nerds, people who live in Forbidden Planet. They love it. They can't believe their luck.
But
It's
that's
like,
the core audience, but it's obviously bigger than that.
But then it's also people who can think they have a go, like menopausal women thinking, well, I'll write a book then. the Globling came into the cave.
Exactly.
Right? And they're sort of like 13-year-old sons who've never shown interest in anything except glue, now writes Orc
yeah, exactly.
on his exercise book, and so they're loving it. It's like,
It's sort of uniting, bringing people together. But at the end, right, I mean, it's taken them now like 9 hours to get from one part of Middle-earth to the end, to the other end, so they can destroy the ring, the evil ring.
Did they do a line? Was it?
I don't know what they...
Like these little Chinese fellas.
And it's taken them 9 hours of their time and my life as well to get there. And at the end, they all say
They do
goodbye
it in
to each
real
other.
time. Why don't they edit it?
Oh, I mean, that's what it felt like. It really, it can't have, it must have taken them less time, you know, within the sort of logic of the book to get there than it did for me to watch it. And at the end, they sort of say goodbye to each other and they all hug. So there's like, you know, there's little midget one, Frida, saying goodbye to, Bjorn.
What are
and
they
Benny.
called in the thing? Because are they PC in it? Are they called like midgets and dwarves?
No, they're called hobbits.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
So we should call small people hobbits from now on.
That's what they are, just to make it kind of topical, and they'll like that as well. Give them sort of,
So if you
make
see a
them
little, on the way home, if you saw a little
midget fella.
4 foot midget fella, just say, "Excuse me, hobbit."
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Call
fine
him
then.
Frodo. Right, Frodo. He'd like it. He'd love it, because everyone loves the Lord of the Rings.
They love it. No, everyone loves the Lord of the Rings,
In
yeah.
the end, if you ever get to the end, they all hug each other. They say, well, basically Frodo has to say goodbye to all his other little fellas. And so he's hugging us. I don't know how many of them there are. And he's hugging them, right? And it is the most interminable thing I've ever seen. It's like the music's playing, they look into each other's eyes, he hugs them, they pull back, they look at each other again, that's like, we'll never see each other again. Then he hugs the next one. And I was just screaming, I was thinking, hug, just one big group hug.
Yeah.
Then we can get out of it.
Like an American football team.
Exactly.
Just go.
And then go off.
Yeah, knock
Not
heads.
each individual one. I mean, it's dragging on and on and on. And apparently on the DVD, there's like an extra sort of 20 minutes of extra footage of scenes he's cut out. Who's watching this tripe? Who cares?
I don't know.
I genuinely,
Have we lost some of our popularity by slagging off Lord of the Rings?
I don't care. Screw them. If you love it, if you can't live without Lord of the Rings, screw you. I don't want you as a listener. I can't fathom it. Really, Rick, it's not like I'm trying to be wayward or controversial. I can't get my head around the popularity.
But doesn't Harry Potter annoy you as well, though?
Yeah, but at least it's kind of over in an hour and a half.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
Well, I went to the toilet 3 times during the course of the film.
Really?
It's unbelievable. The woman sat next to me.
Sexy stuff in it, was there?
Some of those little pixies with the pointed ears. It just took me back to all, Mr. Spock. Oh, all those glorious days. But it really is just. I mean, have you seen any of them? You've not bothered.
I've seen one, and it was long, and I thought it was nicely filmed, and I thought, well, okay, I'll just get through it. I even think, it was just a list of, and here come the orcs.
Exactly.
Right, okay, we see the orcs now. Yeah.
But it's like people go, look at the amazing fight sequences, the amazing immense battles. And it's true, he's got thousands of actors and stuff on horses, brilliant. But I'm not impressed by good time management.
No.
Well done, he's got all those people together, he's orchestrated it, well done. But it's got to be more interesting. My friend summed it up. He said the Lord of the Rings films, they're like the film equivalent of an Enya song.
Yeah.
And that to me is exactly right. Lots
exactly.
of billowing dresses, slow musical moments.
That's good.
People riding majestically on horses.
Enya.
Constantly riding majestically everywhere.
Dido's taken over from Enya in that.
Well,
So
possibly
I've got a
so.
confession to make.
Go on.
I like that latest Dido song.
Oh, play a song. Let me just,
I know. I thought I'd never. I don't
Rick,
know
what's
what to
going on?
say.
Let me explain something to you, mate. Play.
Oh, God. Biting Bottles, Richard Ashcroft on XFM.
We've had an email which I suppose puts my hatred of Lord of the Rings into perspective. It says, yeah, you may have spent 10 hours of your life wasting your time with Lord of the Rings, but imagine how many hours of people's lives this show, have wasted for our listeners.
Yeah, that's true,
Well, I
yeah.
suppose it does, balance.
2
it out.
hours a week for a couple of years.
We can never give that back to people.
I know, it shows it mounts up, doesn't it?
Yeah. We should be doing some kind of community service for people, maybe pop around.
Well, this is community service, isn't it? Because Karl, it makes his brain work a little bit.
True.
And it, it keeps him, from going on holiday, sort of for 2 hours a week, which is good.
And my mum sent some more.
What we also needed
He's got a letter from his mum.
My mum did some more Rockbusters for us.
I reckon they're secretly listening, Karl. They've said they're not listening, but I reckon they are. Does that worry you?
Well, let's play a record and let's hear your mum's Rockbusters.
Better Warren G.
Cold, aren't they? Well done.
Regulate.
I hope Nate's involved.
Nick Dog?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Karl, Rockbusters, your mum. Karl.
Yeah, no,
Listen.
we did get a bronze, but this year we introduced Rockbusters. Things will be changing. So,
Hey, we didn't introduce Rockbusters, Karl. Please don't tar us with that brush.
Yeah.
Rockbusters then.
Yep.
Chance to win all that stuff Steve was talking about before. We give initials and a cryptic clue, and it's a band, and there's 3 of them, and you email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
Yeah.
Right? Do you want some of me mums?
Well, I think before you give us your own, we should hear your mum's, just to sort of set the tone and for people to get their heads around the whole idea.
She sent some more. They're still not that up to scratch. First one, this group are nice on toast.
Marmalade?
Jam.
Yeah.
Which one?
Jam.
Okay. Marmalade would have worked.
Marmite's just as good, yeah.
This man liked his wine.
This man liked his wine.
Dean Martin.
What?
So no cryptic clue, just a man who drinks.
Yeah. But isn't there like a myriad of rock stars
I
and
was
pop
thinking
stars who
it.
like booze?
I liked his wine.
I don't think anyone would have ever got that.
That's fantastic. perfect. This man liked his wine. Dean Martin. This man liked his golf. Oh, clubby chip face. No, Bunker Smith. Bing Crosby, yeah. He liked his golf. Yeah, that's genius. This man liked his wine.
Just a couple more. Hope you're not speeding when you meet these. The police.
Oh, it's great.
And, is there any other good ones? Sounds like these lads work for the hospital.
The porters.
Say that again?
Sounds like these lads work for the hospital. Jerry and the pacemakers.
Right.
So we'll
Karl, I have to say, if there was ever in the future any doubt that you were your mother's son, that would pay that. Believe me, you are a chip off the old block.
Okay. Well, let's so we have a little record and then educating Ricky and Rockbusters. When the show really starts.
Isn't it time that we do our usual roundup of what's been happening in the news?
Yeah,
which we always do every week.
Yeah.
We always do something, which is, I mean, basically, if you're listening and you're a new listener, say you work at a newspaper, we always try to be informative, just try and put stuff out there that just educates people, informs
What are you
people.
thinking? Well, I said Monkey News is coming up, but what have you got?
No, I was just looking on the net there and just found a couple of quite important news stories, probably worth mentioning. Policeman caught photographing. I don't know why it makes me laugh. It's just the phrasing, I suppose. It's the headline. Policeman caught photographing up woman's skirt.
No, he wasn't up there taking a picture of Big Ben. He wasn't going, can I just sit up here? I'm just going to take a picture of that seagull over there.
No.
He was facing the camera up a woman's skirt.
He was indeed.
Right.
A policeman in Japan is facing disciplinary measures after he was caught photographing up a woman's skirt with a hidden camera while on duty. The 42-year-old sergeant, who's not been named, used a digital camera to secretly snap the shots when the woman was reporting a stolen bicycle.
So he was actually
doing his proper job. He'd obviously thought to himself, I'll bring him a digital camera today. On the off chance a beautiful woman comes in to report a crime or robbery, I'll have it ready, I'll have it positioned, in such a way. But this is interesting. This is how he got caught. Okay? The woman became suspicious after she saw a flash go off.
brilliant.
I mean, this
Not a secret at all.
Sorry, did I just see your shoe? Your shoe just seemed to just bring into life. There was light. There was light.
Yeah, I think I've had someone set fire to some magnesium that was on the end of it. It won't happen again.
But it's only you and I in here, and your shoe was just suddenly lit.
Why are you standing like that? Why is your shoe just sort of like between my feet?
There's no reason. This is how I always stand.
What did the bike look like? Flash? So, are you taking pictures of my family?
No. And no, I'm not. And you should be wearing knickers anyway.
Well, how do you know that?
What?
How did you know I'm not?
How did I know what?
I'm not wearing any.
I didn't know you. I don't know what you've got up there.
Well,
I don't know what it looks like, and there's no way I could. Of course, it would be roughly that conversation in Japanese.
I know, yeah.
Right, there's this monkey. Right?
Oh yeah.
It's called Jack. Yeah. Right. I got pally with this bloke who worked in a railway station.
How? Pen pals?
I don't know. I didn't say all that.
Internet,
I'm just telling
internet.
you. I'm not sure.
Chat rooms on the internet.
So, anyway, he's helping him out all the time. It's this fella's job, right, to sort of make sure it's safe for the trains to come in, that sort of thing, right? But he's always working on his own, so he's got his mate Jack in with him, right, this little monkey. Yeah. And, they're having a good time. They share lunch together and stuff like that. Anyway, it gets to a point when the fella whose job it is, right, starts getting old, and Jack, the monkey, starts getting more involved.
Presumably this is a chimpanzee as opposed to a monkey, you mean? When you say monkey, it's generic term, you mean chimps usually, don't you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
So, he's clocking the fella doing his job, and he's thinking, I can do this, right, the monkey.
I love it.
Yeah. He's helping out, he's pulling down the levers and stuff, so the train's sort of coming on the right lines.
Sure, yeah.
He's clocking it, he sticks his head out of the little window, see the trains coming and that.
I hope British Rail are listening.
Yeah.
Right? In the end...
Oh, yeah.
The fella whose job it is, he lost a leg for some reason, couldn't work anymore.
Lovely.
Gave Jack the job.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
The railway company are happy with that. I'm sure they interviewed a number of people, but he was the best monkey for the job.
And that's good, isn't it?
Well, it's not true.
Right, once again.
Well, it's not true. Don't hand Steve a piece of paper that someone put on the internet who is probably a bigger mentalist than you. That's not proof. It's not true. At no point did a railway company give a chimpanzee the job of signalman.
It was ages ago.
What?
Steve, when was it? It was
Before
about
trains,
18,
probably.
Well, it's in the 1880s.
Yeah.
According to this piece of paper, which is what you've based your monkey news on. Now, of course, I think ITN and a lot of the news channels, they tend to get lots of independent confirmation of their news before they give it out as fact. But you've got an email from someone, so let's assume that's real. It says, for this, Jack was officially put on the railway payroll, earning 2 cents per day and have half a bottle of beer on Saturday. That's what we pay you, isn't it?
He doesn't even get the beer. Oh, dear, he's not allowed to drink.
We're talking about embarrassing stories and stuff, and I don't know if I've told this on the radio before. Have I told you, Karl? I'm not sure. But this was when I was working at the BBC. This is not even long ago, and I'd moved to London, and I was fairly new in London. And I was working at the BBC, and I had this BBC hire car, and I've never told it. If there's anyone listening who works for the BBC, I don't know if I can still get in trouble for it. But this BBC hire car, and it was like I'd been ferrying kind of actors and people and production people around all day in this car. And I was driving back, it was quite late, it was about sort of 7 or 8, and I was driving back, and I pulled in to get some petrol to fill up the car every day. And I went into this garage to fill up some petrol, and I was there, and these two blokes came in a white van, right? They sort of pulled into the forecourt, and I was filling up the car, and they went, "Hey, do you want to buy a couple of speakers?" And I said, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
Because to tell you the reason, it was like I was so flattered that they thought I'd be the kind of bloke who would A, need some kind of classy speakers, and B, would like to buy them on the sly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought, they like the
They've
fact
seen me. They've seen I look a bit of a hustler.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm a street sort of guy. You can see by the way I use my walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe my luck. So they drove behind the garage, the little sort of garage bit at the back, and I went round there, sort of casually went round there, sort of locked the car, went round there. They went, open the back. You had 2 speakers in there. I said, "Are you sure these aren't knocked off, mate?" He went, No. We work for Dixon's. This is the story he spun me. We work for Dixon's, right? And we're delivery men. And if we make a delivery and the person's not there to sign for the goods, then we have to bring them back to the warehouse. But if we can sell them on the way back, then that's really good for Dixon's.
Dixon's must love that.
And instead of thinking, are you sure some kind of troubleshooter didn't... I mean, did someone going to go into Dixon's and go, you're not getting in the garage forecourt market?
Jones.
Exactly.
Get a couple of lads in a white van.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I sort of bought this story, and I was a little bit dubious, and I went, right, let me hear them then. And he wired them up to the car stereo, and boom, 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 they're playing. So it was some groovy hip-hop. I was thinking, great, these guys know what I'm into. Yeah. And he's giving me the talk and stuff. And I said, I'm a bit worried these are knocked off. He went, no, listen, we got a bloke at Dixon's who can confirm this is fine, right? Phone him up, use my mobile, right? And quote this reference number, right? So I phone out, and I goes, I go, hi, some guys here in a garage forecourt trying to sell me some speakers. Just wanted to check. He went, it's fine. I went, should I just read the reference number or whatever? He went, if you want. And X14, and I'm like, yes, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what that was, don't you? That was actually Mr. Dixon himself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm thinking, well, they sound great. They're giving me for a knockdown price. I'd say they were like 400 quid. They were like 200 quid or something. It was a good bargain. I was in the market for some speakers as well.
Yeah.
So while they were loading them in...
It's all kosher. I phoned Dixon.
Exactly. I phoned Dixon. That's fine.
Yeah.
So while they're loading them in the back of the BBC hire car, right, I'm in there paying for the petrol, right, and the guy who's serving goes, all right. He goes, what were you doing around the back with those blokes? Right? Because obviously there's security cameras filming this whole transaction, right? And he goes, what are you doing around the back? And I went, brilliantly, there's some old mates. Some of my mates were just having a chat and that. He went, oh, right, okay, like giving me obviously the evil eye. So I went back to the van. So I'm in the car now, and I'm driving with one of the blokes who's in the van with me because I didn't have the money on me. So I had to go to the cash point to get the cash, right? So I'm driving with him, and the other guy's following me in the van, and he was like a northerner like you, and he's giving it all the, all right, I tell him, my girlfriend's a DJ, she's got some of these speakers, they're fantastic, and he's giving me this. And then my mind starts working. Now that I've got a bit of time to think, I'm thinking, wait a minute, this all sounds a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
It dawned on me, Rick.
You fool, are you? You're streetwise.
Exactly.
You're streetwise, Steve.
Not only that, I was thinking, how am I going to get them home? I've got to drop the car off at the BBC. How am I going to get these huge speakers back to where I live?
And how can I pay for them? Because I've just spent £100 on Find the Lady with a couple of blokes in the square. It seemed like a fair game. Some of his friends were winning.
But so I explained to him, I said, I can't get them back to like Brixton where I was living at the time. He went, don't worry, give us an extra 20 quid, we'll take them home for you.
Oh, that's good. Delivery. They do a whole service, you see. And there's also a backup guarantee. Did they have the guarantee, the 3-month guarantee?
They didn't.
No.
But I said, I'm not sure about that. He went, well, why don't you put them in a cab, send them back, and your housemates can collect it? I was like, oh, no, there'd be no one in. And I was beginning to sort of get a bit conscious of like, maybe this was a bit of a scam after all. So I pulled into like a little side road. I said, I'm not sure I'm into this now, actually. He went, what are you talking about? It's 200 quid for a pair of speakers. It's a bargain. You never get a bargain like this, mate. I'm going, not too sure, actually. I don't think I want them. He went, 150 quid, mate. 150 quid. I went, no, he's 100 quid, 100 quid now to you. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, this doesn't sound like the kind of work that Dixons would be doing.
Dixons don't do that when
I'm
I
not
go
sure
in.
This is it.
Dixons never negotiate in that way.
When I go there, look around and I leave, they go, where are you going? I go, I go, no, we'll have anything then. Have anything for a
So
quid.
I stopped the car and the white van pulled up behind me with his mates in.
Sure.
And I said, can you get them out? I'm not interested. And he went, 100 quid, mate. Oh, you, and he was just going, you tosser, you obviously want some speakers. And he was having a go at me. So I was carrying the speakers out and putting them back in the white van. And he was just shouting at me. He was going, 70 quid. I was like, 70 quid from 200? This is ludicrous.
You realise that wasn't Dixon's policy then.
Exactly.
They don't
At
usually
that
shout
moment-
you tosser as you leave the, leave the shop and walk down Camden High Street. They're not usually shouting you tosser.
You should have took the offer of like the monthly payments they've got on at the moment.
So I eventually put them in there and I sort of knocked the deal on the head and I got back in my car and they were in theirs and I just looked in the rearview mirror and they were punching the dashboard like with aggression and venom, like we let that deal slip through our fingers. And I've never been so terrified in my life. I just sat there and I was just thinking, oh my God, all I was thinking now is what if I go back to the BBC and they go, we've had a call from the police, the man at the garage, he saw you doing a dodgy deal.
I
in the back
love
of
it.
the car.
Well,
I
what
was so
you do is you put the hire car in a drain in your front garden and then go in and out of the toilet just pouring bleach down or Ajax and then never know.
Right then, which leads us nicely into...
Knob news.
Oh, it's the welcome return of Knob News.
Right, okay, it's very much like the news at 10, this, isn't it? I do a bong, or in this case a schlong, and he gives me the headlines, the knob news of the day. The big, where have you collected all this knob news? Was there a lot of knob news this week?
It was mental this week. The amount of stuff. The way it works, you give us the bong,
Yeah.
I'll give you the headline,
Okay.
Steve decides which stories we're going to talk about.
And now on XFM, knob news. Schlong.
Man grows knob on his arm.
Schlong.
Man gets doctors to make him a second knob.
Schlong.
Turkish prisoners made hole in cell wall to produce third inmate.
Schlong.
Doctors accidentally remove man's testicles.
So, well, can I straight away go for the accidental removal of the testicles?
Well, it's happened before, hasn't it? We've talked about that before.
How did what did he go in for a tonsillitis? What are they called? Tonsillectomy. And he went in the wrong way. What are you talking about? How can they accidentally remove his testicles?
It says, he didn't look at his folder, and the doctor said to the fella, "Oh, we've removed your testicles and we wanted to take out your prostate gland." So that's what happened. There's the story. This is what I mean. That's why I don't like going to the doctors. It happens, doesn't it? Because all these sort of it's when they say things like, "Oh, it's just we do loads of these operations." That's when they're not concentrating.
Brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? When they say it's procedure, that's like having a boring job that you do every day when you're not going to be concentrating. I prefer them to go, "This is a tricky one, this."
I know what you mean. I sort of do know what you mean.
People, you watch TV programmes about, like, you know, removing someone's second head or whatever, and there's like the best surgeons from all over the world.
It's televised. They can't
It's
make a mistake.
televised, isn't it?
They can't go, "We took his legs off by mistake."
Whereas the fella who's having a prostate's like, "Oh, do you want to do it? I'm sick of doing that."
Yeah.
And they're probably doing a crossword whilst right at it.
Of course they are. I've seen that actually in operating theatres. They're doing a crossword.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was just examining some of the other knob news, Rick, a little bit more closely. Man gets doctors to make him a second penis. I'm sure we're all interested in knowing what happened there.
Yeah.
A German who persuaded doctors to give him a second penis has lost his wife after he showed her the result. Biker Michael Gruber lost his original penis in a motorbike accident, and doctors built him a second one using a mixture of skin, bone, and other tissues.
Bone?
Apparently, the penis worked so well that he was even able to father a child with his wife Bianca. But Gruber was still not happy and asked doctors to repeat the operation and build him a better organ, to which they agreed. From his hospital bed, he said, "I've got 2 penises, but no wife. I'm hoping when I get rid of one of the penises, I'll get her back."
What do you mean? Sorry, he had 2 put on.
What side does he wear?
So he's had both. So he's had 3 then.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is probably the thing that happened with Hitler when he had 1 ball, but he had 3 at one point, didn't he? So he just got one in the other ball, gave his mum one, and kept the other one. Well, we've had calls confirming that there was indeed a fetus or a stillborn child,
A pickled baby.
A pickled baby. No wonder it died. Born without a brain. But everyone has
pointed out that it wasn't a little fella.
It certainly wasn't a little fella.
No.
But because it had been in the jar for a long time, I think it had aged a bit.
What are you basing that on?
You do carry on growing, yeah.
Well, your ears and your nose.
Your ears and your nose. And your eyes don't grow, so you could probably, yeah.
I'll dig it out for you.
Yeah.
Imagine if like there was an experiment where they were raising a child just based on the information that we said on the radio. What kind of a person
It was like
would they
download,
be?
yeah. And
What kind of information would they
and
have?
it took everything literally.
Exactly.
And I think, there's no irony or, it was just...
They just, everything we said they assumed was fact. Everything that Karl said.
And
they
any
assumed was
question
fact.
it had about the world, it could only ask Karl.
Exactly.
And it would
See,
be
now,
his-
this worries me because without wishing to be disrespectful in any way, Karl, you know I think you're the best man on earth. When you have a child, we could be in a situation a bit like that. Do you know, is it a concern for you, do you think, that like when your son's growing up or your daughter and they're asking you questions, you're conscious, I mean, you yourself have admitted that you have a sphere of knowledge which you are an expert on.
Ask your mother.
You'd say ask your mother.
That's good.
That's great, fair enough.
That's good.
And I'd play with it. I think I'd be a good dad.
Yeah, I think you would.
But I wouldn't be the one who's shouting at it.
No. Who would you get to shout at it? Probably Windsor Davis. He'd be good, wouldn't he? You horrible little man.
Well, I'd tell it the rights and wrong. You don't have to be a really bright person to know the rights and wrong in the world.
Yeah.
No, I think you are bright, Karl.
You are. And at what point in their life would you tell them about the evolution of the baguette, which you told us?
Or the story of the bee.
Yes.
That you scored once.
Or the two children. Would you ever get them to meet as maybe like that? They could be godparents. The friends you had at school.
Yeah,
with webbed
the
hands.
big heads and
Big
webbed
heads.
They
hands.
weren't my friends.
That weren't friends.
I wish we could track them down.
Oh, that'd be great.
I imagine they're in a zoo. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
two big
A safari
jars.
park, yeah.
Two big jars. Industrial strength jars. Oh, dear. You're like our little fella in a jar.
Yeah.
It's
That's what we should do with you over the 3 months. Keep it in a jar. And we can have it in alternate weeks. Like step parents or whatever.
Yeah. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Brilliant. Just you can.
Oh,
leave
me and
jars.
Steve will fight for custody.
Yeah, it'll be a big jar though. You can put stuff in there.
You can have it. Won't be like full of water or vinegar or whatever they do. Or
You won't become pickled
formaldehyde.
Karl.
No. It'd be like big air chamber, and you're sat there, and it'd be like a little. What would it be? An armchair or something?
It'd be an alarm chair, and we'd have stuff in there, and we'd bring your girlfriend like once a week, and she'd go. No, we put a blanket over the top so we wouldn't, see anything.
But like the
intimate.
Big Brother household.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, that's a hell of a documentary.
Oh, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
Karl in a jar.
But anyway, you're starting to think that we're getting melancholy now that you're just gonna sit at home. What are you gonna do every Saturday?
Dunno. Go shopping.
Let's sort out a jar. We've got to do the balloons before then as well. You've got to send you up in a balloon. Maybe we can send you up in a balloon and you come straight down into a big jar.
Yeah.
And they put
a giant cork in straight away.
yeah, and there's a big chair.
I'll tell you what we could do. We could set you adrift like Robinson Crusoe set the ball and see where you end up.
If you find me, yeah. Oh, you might go to an uninhabited island or something.
People are phoning in
go
about
into
anything
space.
now, Rick.
Yeah.
We asked them to phone in about the jar thing. Switchboard lit up. It's crazy. You asked them to phone in about something sensible,
Yeah.
like Che Guevara or the life of
I
Winston
know about
Churchill. There's nothing.
That is really a demographic sort of snapshot of our fans.
Our audience.
Ask them about a dead baby without a brain.
Oh, yeah,
And
straight
they're
on the
reaching
phone.
with their phones. They don't mind what their bill is that much.
We ask them for, I don't know, great quotes or something
Yeah.
from the great philosophers. Nothing.
They're just
ask
looking
them
at the
where
phone.
to buy, meths cheap. Straight on the phone.
Oh, you know.
Someone just called in and said it's about putting. He went, "Hello." Karl answers the phones. And I said, "Hello." He went, "Hello." He said, "Yeah, about putting Karl in a big jar." And Karl went, "Go on." And the bloke went, "Well, then you could call him Karl Pilkington." And he went, "Thanks." I love the bothering. I like Karl Pilkington. That's lovely. That's so sweet. He spent 50p to tell you that, and you were worried. You just saw you going up in a balloon and landing in a jar again, didn't you?
I always, if ever I've got like a question on anything, the internet's sat there and I can just go online and find out.
The internet is good,
It's brilliant.
but it's not all verified.
What do you mean?
It's not all verified.
It's not all necessarily factually accurate.
Anyone can put things onto the internet. It's it's freaks and things that put on
Well, here's
things
one, right?
like
Here's one that I read in the week, right?
Go on.
About this woman.
yeah.
She was a bit of a punk. And to get her hair done like she wanted it.
Super glue.
Right, no. She got lard. Apparently it's a popular thing, you might know. Put lard on your head
Yeah.
and you put it in the oven.
Oh.
Now, apparently the heat that you get from the oven is different from the sort of heat you get from an air-dryer, right? And she had to do that to get the style that she wanted. But anyway, she comes into money or whatever, treats herself to a microwave, right?
It's not true.
Opens the door, jams the things, like the little catch, so the microwave works. She jams it with a screwdriver or a knife or something.
Yeah.
Puts the microwave on, sticks her head in, boils her brain.
Don't be ridiculous.
Right? Well, why is that ridiculous?
Boils her brain.
She boiled her brain.
She boiled her brain.
And this is what's good about the internet. I went straight from that, and there was a subject about brains. And do you know that Russell Crowe, when he dies, is giving his brain to charity or something, some sort of some people who can do stuff with it.
She gave hers to Pot Noodle.
Vesta.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
boiling
the
a
sort of stuff.
skull.
Yeah.
That's not true.
It's not true, Carl.
It's the same as the woman who put her poodle in the microwave, isn't it? And all that.
Just urban myths.
They're urban myths.
But again, where does it start?
Someone made it up
Yeah.
for a laugh.
They're just too convenient urban myths. Everyone said you can tell an urban myth's not true because it's always this happened to a mate of mine, and when you say what happened then, they go, don't know, that was it. Was it? Was that it? Was it? Someone boiled a brain and that was it. There was no more story.
Well,
Were there any dates,
Have you
locations, times?
I think it was in Belgium.
There's that one that a bloke, right, was going to get a phone call at 4 o'clock to find out if his business was, okay, right? And if he didn't get the phone call, he knew he was broke, destitute. So dead on 4 o'clock, the phone didn't ring. So he went up to the roof, his office, and he jumped off to commit suicide. And as he was passing his window, the phone was ringing.
Oh, no.
Carl, it didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Think it through.
Think it through. Who told that story? Who told that story? As he hit the pavement at 120 miles an hour.
He's the only person who could have known that series of incidents.
Also, why didn't
And
he
he's
wait?
dead.
As his life's at stake, why didn't he wait till 5 past? I'm going to give it 5 minutes just in
Just
case.
in case the lines are busy.
Yeah. And what sort of bloke goes out, I'll call you at 4, okay, if your business, well, call me anyway. No. If I don't call exactly 4, then, no, you commit suicide. Commit suicide. I would, because if I don't call at 4, that's the end of it. Well, call me anyway. No, that's not the way I work. Why can't you just call me and tell me the other way? Well, I'm telling you how I do it. If you're bust, I don't call. Can't you just call to verify in case something goes wrong? What if it's engaged? It won't be engaged. Just commit suicide at 4, please. It didn't happen, Carl. The other one, right? A bloke, right? He's on a train station, and I'll tell you how I heard it. He's waiting for a cruise station, whatever, and he shits himself. As you do. And so he goes, my train's in 5 minutes, so he runs across to Millets and goes, quick, Levi's 36. The bloke just puts it in a bag, he runs onto the train, he goes into the toilet, takes his trousers and pants off.
His soiled trousers
Yes,
and pants.
throws them out of the window, I won't be needing those again, cleans himself off, open the bags, it's a jacket.
Oh.
No, it didn't happen, Carl!
Carl!
At what point did he go into it and go, quick, Levi's 36? And the bloke went, sorry, Levi's 36, what, a pair? No, shall I wrap them? Them? It? Shall I wrap? Just wrap whatever it is. Do you want to look? No, I'm not looking when you're putting it in the bag, please. Right? 36 ways story. So, don't say anything.
I've told you 36 Levi's. They put it in a bag and charged me for it.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss it further.
Yeah.
There was one.
Here we go.
There was one about a woman whose husband died, and she had him cremated.
Yeah.
And made like a little egg timer out of him.
Right.
And she said, I did that so it can still help around the kitchen.
Well, that might be true. That might be a joke.
That's quite sweet.
That might be true.
It's a true story, again. It was all...
No, not again, because the ones I just told weren't. Nor is the boiling the brains in a bag curry microwave.
Head story, true.
Yeah. They're too...
My dad always said...
All right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for for me. So he used to stay in bed. So he never.
That's brilliant. That's a great thing to say, isn't it? Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up because she used to like to see my face light up, when I opened my presents. And then
to give fireworks.
And then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards because like my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties and I wasn't like old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, right, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here playing with this. Brother comes in. He's had a few, right? He's going, yeah, give us a go on your train.
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been like, let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Probably about 18, 19,
how old
something
were
like
you?
that. I had a train set, so I don't know, about
14.
something like that, right? So I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff, and then he comes in and goes, oh, give us a go. He turns the transformer up to like 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, though.
Satire, Rick, I just thought that there's satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or magazines.
It doesn't work in any way because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through though. British Rail was trains.
Yeah.
And the government broke the trains in many ways. They didn't break them, like not officially breaking them, but they kind of.
It does work. It's perfect.
Oh, I'm very pleased with that.
And I can't. And no one's asked him to be on. Have I got news for you?
It's weird, isn't it?
Because
it's strange that when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
he's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just like watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that though, weren't you?
Oh, it's just a bit annoying though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it like really debauched down there? Was it like eggnog everywhere?
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, if you're a kid, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8 maybe. And
you think so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
And
Well, don't have the party on the Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well, I think that was the year, right? You're talking about buying presents and stuff. I think I did treat my mum to. I didn't buy my dad anything. I think that was like when I got a bit older, I used to get my dad something because he wasn't that bothered anyway. No. So got my mum. There was a cheap shop, right?
Of course.
Thank God for that.
Called Snips. Right? So I went in there and I thought, let's see what I can get her. And remember Victoria Plum?
I don't think so.
Well, it's like a fairy character.
Right.
And my mum's into gnomes and stuff. Right. So I thought, right.
She must be pleased with you then.
Victoria Plum. I was thinking, is that one of the neighbours? Is it like a brandy
Do you
liqueur?
remember Victoria Plum?
Victoria Plum.
Victoria Plum, yeah, it's like a little fictional sort of character, right?
Okay.
So I saw it, I thought, yeah, she'll love that, right? So I did my paper round, saved up for 2 weeks, right?
Aww.
Got that sorted, went to Snips, bought the Victoria Plum. Next day, I'm in town with her, right? So I think, I know what I'll do. I said, come in here a minute, right? So we go in and we're looking around and I tested her, right? I went, look at that there, that's all right, innit? And she goes, oh, it's bloody awful.
Oh, Karl. Oh, Karl. Oh, God.
So then Christmas Day comes. I said, don't bother opening it. She said, no, why? I said,
Oh,
"Don't."
no. Why didn't you still give it to her?
So, well, it's too late. I'd already bought it.
Oh, Karl.
So she opened it and I was like, and she said, oh, that's nice. I said, why are you saying that? I said, the other day, she said, it's bloody awful. She said, oh, no, I thought you were pointing at something else.
Oh, no.
So that's why I don't get anyone anything anymore.
50 Cent in the club on XFM 104.9. So, Carl's a little bit fed up today, actually whinging, I mean properly whinging, fed up, reckons he's tired, reckons he's overworked here. But, do you know what I mean, Karl? Everyone gets tired. Everyone gets tired. Everyone does the same sort of hours as you. What do you do, sort of 9 till 6, 7?
About 9 till 7, 8.
Well, no, because a couple of times this week I've sort of met you for a drink about 6. So, it's funny, isn't it? That's weird.
Some of the times I've come back after it, just for another 40 minutes or something whilst no one's around, try and get stuff done without phones going, without emails coming in.
Yeah, we got to do
Can I tell you what I think's a disappointment?
You're in the department. You got to do it.
I just think it's a disappointment that Karl hasn't been able to put that aside and rise to the occasion. He's only got to do this show once a week. It's
I
2
know.
hours.
It's-
I mean,
no
you and
one's
I,
doing it.
we're tired. We've
We've
got
got
busy lives.
you've got one job. We've got about 6, and we're still doing it. Do you know what I mean? We still do it. We still
Well,
come
you're a
here.
professional, Rick. I mean, that's why you've won multiple awards, is because you're willing to get up there, even if you're feeling a little bit under the weather, even if you hurt yourself, you've got an injury of some kind, you're
Yeah.
up there, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're entertaining, you're providing
Yeah.
a service.
Yeah. So
It's a disappointment.
Yeah, but I've pressed all the right buttons at the right time.
Indeed.
Right? That's what I get paid for, yeah.
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 Done that, the adverts have gone out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
made you cups of tea.
It's the negativity which is the problem. It's the vibe. You're bringing
bringing
the
us
room
down.
down.
Bringing us down.
And
bringing us
therefore
down.
the listeners.
Therefore, the listeners bringing us down. If you don't like London, you know what to do.
Oh,
Well,
I'm trying to get out of here, aren't I?
we just
trying to
bought a
get
new
out.
flat. That's not the best
Doesn't
way.
matter, doesn't-
Buy a flat in Manchester, live there.
Doesn't matter, I can always
Yes.
rent it out and make a little bit of money.
Why don't you sell the flat in London and buy a street in Manchester?
Pilkington Avenue. You could literally have
Avenue,
the
yeah.
Lord, the king of that street. people could come to you like Solomon with their problems.
Yeah. Well, he's come up from London. He's got London ways.
Now, interestingly, have you heard? Do you remember the famous King Solomon story that there are 2 women arguing over whose baby it is, and they present this to they say this is my baby. And the other one goes, no, this is my baby.
So he knows one of them's lying, but he doesn't know which one.
And so what does he do? How does King Solomon solve that? How does he figure out whose baby is his? First,
And
what would you
they're
do?
both white fellas, yeah?
Both what?
White fellas.
There's women, 2 women.
Right, it's 2 white women.
To be probably, they probably weren't, completely white.
Yeah, well,
But-
whatever. Yeah, they're of the same ethnicity.
No, I'm just working
as is the baby.
Right, alright then, so that's
Yeah.
alright.
And don't think about what King Solomon would necessarily.
Yeah,
do.
it wasn't
Think
that.
about what you
It
would do.
wasn't that easy. No, there's not one tall, skinny white one with big ears, and so's the baby. The other one's a little short Chinese bloke. It's 2 women for a start.
Yeah.
2 women. Okay. The baby to look at could be either. He doesn't know which, but he knows one of them's lying, obviously.
And is the one lying saying it's hers or saying it's not hers?
Right. Okay. This isn't worth it, Steve. I'm going to tell you what he said, and you tell me if you think it was good or not. He says, well, then what we do is, as king, he said, what we do is, I'll take a sword, I'll cut the baby into 2, and you can have half each. And one of the women says, no, don't do that. And one of them says, yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Do you see?
So which one was it?
Sorry?
Who's-
Well, no, my guess is the one that didn't want it done probably was the mother of the child. The one that didn't mind having the baby cut in half probably wasn't a mother of the child. Why don't you think, you bald little mank twat? Play a record.
Well, I'm just, right.
Although it's not a very good solution.
No, that doesn't
Because I
happen
think
in
the woman who was lying could have come up with something better than cut it in half. What she should have done is I'll give it to the other one as well.
Yeah.
Jaded from Aerosmith on XFM 104.9. Just trying to pet things
See,
up.
Steiner, you're up. You're
Yeah.
up there. I mean, we've got lots of work to do. We're filming soon. We've got loads of things, admin, DVDs, everything like that. We come in here. This is Poxy. This is not a drop in the ocean, the sort of work and money we earn. Right, really? If we do this to keep charitable status. And yet you know, Karl, come on. What's the matter with you?
Are we doing Rockbusters?
I'll tell you what. Come on, Rick. I'll tell you what. Because it's your special day, and I want you to have a great time today.
Yeah.
We're going to do Rockbusters.
If
just
you
for
cheer up, miserable. It just got ratty then. Go, no, don't push it on my head. Don't put it on my head.
Right, what were you trying to put on my head?
I was trying to put a pear on your head to knock it off with a ball, like William Tell, but it was because your head is so round and the pear was round. I tried to flatten it a little bit, and I didn't know it was a juicy pear. So I thought it'd be like just to crush it a little bit, and then he went mental because he had juice running down his face.
Oh.
Why is it my fault? The pear's a faulty pear.
Exactly.
Get proper fruit in here. It worked with the apple,
That was fine.
and then he gets ratty with me.
Okay, let's not waste any time with Rockbusters. Can we really let's whip through it?
Just
'cause
whip
no
through
one's
it. Just do the
interested,
clues
so-
quickly. Quick, go, Rockbusters. Right, go.
Right, the first clue.
Yeah, hurry up, faster.
All the police cars are on fire.
All the police cars are on fire. What's the initials?
BS.
BS. All the police cars are on fire. Good. What's the next one?
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah. Okay. What's the initials for that?
DB.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Go on then.
He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah. What's the initials there?
B.
Brilliant. Okay.
Give them again quickly, because I didn't quite catch the second one, but go from the top.
All the police cars are on fire.
Yeah. That's BS.
BS.
Yeah.
The director of 28 Days Later is shouting about sleeping outside.
Yeah, okay.
DB.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to be a sailor. Why is that?
Yeah.
B.
Okay, then, brilliant. Okay, now, Karl, you going to cheer up now? Email only, Ricky Gervais at virgin.co.net. Radio 1 Roadshow. Smiley Miley.
Smiley Miley's mileage game. If anyone remembers that, I mean, here's a man, right, whose job, Smiley Miley was not a DJ, lest we forget. Smiley Miley was the guy that organised the vans that carried the equipment to and from the roadshows. Because he was such a crazy personality.
Because he smiled a little bit.
Exactly.
He got recognition, Karl. Longevity, lots of money, and lives where he wants to live. The town that he wants to live in. Why don't you just enjoy the town that you've chosen to live in, because it's so good? London. What towns have you been to? Have you travelled at all?
I've been about a bit, yeah.
Right, okay, then what towns did you like? Okay, forget Manchester. That's safe. You like Manchester. Right, I'll do the big
Stop
three.
shouting.
London, New York, Paris. Okay, you don't like London, even though you live here. Got flats here. Good, excellent. That makes sense. Have you been to New York?
Yeah.
What do you think? It's an amazing city,
Didn't
isn't it?
like it. It's just noisy, it's smelly.
Right, it's the city that never sleeps.
I'm not surprised with all the racket and that.
Paris, the city of love, the most romantic city in the world.
Not really. I remember seeing an old woman in McDonald's in there, and it put me off. That's where that thing happened, where the old woman was.
What did it say? Tell us.
We talked about it before. The old woman in McDonald's.
Yeah, what happened?
She was sat in the corner there with her legs open, no knickers on. All right.
Oh God!
That's Paris.
Did that put you off your cheeseburger?
Next city. Where next?
Have you been to? I don't know. The most beautiful city, Venice.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
It's good.
No.
Why?
Because they sell it to you as if it is a romantic city.
Where did you see it sold?
No, I saw it on when I was growing up. Right, remember 3-2-1 with Ted Rogers?
Yeah, of course.
Right, it used to be one of the star prizes on there.
Right.
And they'd say, "Let's show you the video. Let's see what you're going to. Let's see where you're going to be loving it for a couple of weeks." And they'd show you this scene of like the gondolas and all the city lit up at night, like a man and woman sat on a boat loving it and stuff.
Yeah.
I went there, bin bags everywhere.
In fact, if people are out there, we're too lazy, could you write down everything Karl's ever said? Because I think we could publish that.
Yeah.
He said one today, he saw my salamander. It's not a euphemism. He saw my salamander and it's just sitting there in the tank.
Your exotic pet.
Yeah, and he's worried about there not being a lid on. And he said, I went, what are we worried about? He said, wow. He said it sits there for 24 hours a day, obviously planning to get out.
Well, he's got nothing else on his mind, and it's, the daft thing is, he has actually got the lid ripped up a little bit. And he'll be looking up there, and it's going to get out.
But what's the worst that could happen?
What's it thinking? What do you think it's thinking, this salamander?
It's got its eye on the DVD player. I can have Ian be down the market. Well, it's like those people who, those cab drivers that you'll meet at sort of 3 a.m. who've just got a car.
Yeah.
And just went out with a car.
Yeah.
And just, I'll pick people up and charge them.
Yeah.
I got in one once. I said to him, a guy just pulled up. I said, he said, I was in like East London. I'm going back to North London. I said, going to Swiss Cottage. He went, sure, hop in. We set off. He went, do you know the way? I said, well, not really, no. I thought you'd know the way. You're in a cabbie. And he went, no, don't really know the way there. I said, have you got an A to Z? He went, no. I thought, well, if you're going to go out just on the, just winging it as a cab driver, two things, take a map and a torch. He didn't have either. He said, well, I'll probably get to Camden. I said, well, I'll direct you from there. Drove on for about 5 minutes, making conversation. About 5 minutes later, he went, do you know the way to Camden? I thought you knew the way to Camden. I don't really know the way. I thought I did.
Oh.
It was loot. I mean,
let me out. 4 quid.
Exactly. And that's, I don't know who's got that sort of time on their hands that they just think it's 3 a.m. I'm at a loose end. I think I'll go out doing a bit of cabbing.
Wow. Yeah.
Because your dad was a cabbie, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, couldn't stand it, but it's good money.
He was he wasn't like a chancer though.
What was he doing when he put that little Forrest Gump in a weedy bin?
That was part of the cab company thing. They had to do like a charity event once a year, and he did it one year. Never asked him again.
Tell us the story again.
I'd rather not, because we got a few sort of complaints about it.
Why? Why did you get complaints about it?
Because he put a kid in a bin, and it's not the thing to do. So,
but we could use it as a sort of sobering lesson for people.
Yeah, tell it like a, you shouldn't do it.
Nah, but that's how I did it last time. But people still didn't like it. all the stuff I tell you, we don't take the mickey out of people on purpose.
No.
It's real life, innit? And that goes on in life.
Yeah.
My dad was saying that in hospital, though. Do you know how he was in hospital?
Yeah.
He did some jokes about old people and that. And he said, at the end of the day, if something makes you laugh, it's funny. And if it makes you laugh, you can't help laughing, can you? Do you know what I mean? So, what are you meant to do? And laughing's good for you.
Yeah.
So...
But being laughed at isn't as good for you, is it?
No, but there's probably more people laughing at one person. So if you balance it out, there's only one person who's upset and there's a bunch of people laughing. So it's
That's genius. Give me an example of that. Give me an example.
Well, for instance, Karl Pilkington as he talks and the people listening.
yeah. No, give me an example of
I can't because again, that's what I'm saying. I can't tell you the story because there might be someone out there who. This person might even be listening and think, I forgot about that and you brought it all back to me. So I'd prefer to leave it, but I think people know...
Why did he put him in the bin in the first place?
Because he was getting out of hand.
What was he doing, though?
You see, I can't explain...
You can, don't be silly.
I prefer to leave it, honestly.
What was he doing? Was he annoying him?
Oh, am I going to have to thump you?
Yeah.
Do you know the saying, shut your face?
Yeah, I've heard the well-known Shakespeare, innit? Yeah.
Do you know how it came about?
No, Joe Dolce.
No,
go on.
It's ages ago.
Oh yeah, literally.
Like knights who wore armour.
Okay.
That's armour going after thump. That's how it came about.
Okay, armour.
They wore all the stuff and they had the helmet. And say if they're guarding something at night, stood outside a castle or something, and there's probably going to be two of them, right? So they stood there talking and that, and talking about stuff. And
The future.
medieval stuff.
One of them's like, oh, we should shut up, I've been stood here for hours, and he's going on and on.
Yeah, sure.
So he'd say, shut your face. Meaning, shut the guard down on your helmet.
The visor.
And I can't hear you then. So shut your face.
Shut your face.
And that's how it came about.
Well, I suppose
It would be interesting if I could just rely on it.
He always puts in a curveball. You tell him something, and the question comes back that you never could have expected. When I told him that story about the monkey who'd run away because he had an argument with his father, he said, what was it about? No one in the world thinks that. No one in the world would ask that question.
The leech thing, do you know how you said, show the leech the way to its better food, whatever it's eating or whatever, in the maze, right?
Yeah.
It makes its way, right? It eats the cheese or whatever. Right? Blood, right? And then you give it...
Everything's a cartoon with Karl as well, isn't it? Everything is a cartoon.
It's a leech with a little hat and a little baby bell at one end.
But what happens if you got another one and move the bit of blood, right? So feed those two leeches to one, then is it going to get confused or... Do you know what I mean? Which way will it go if it's eaten two leeches... that have done two different ways. Is it sort of stressed out?
I don't know. It probably knows both routes. It probably goes, well, there's one over here. Oh, there's one over here as well. I'm happy. I've had two for the price of one.
Right,
and I'm full of leeches.
Then what's the best that can happen for?
What are you talking about? What do you want out of me?
Because I'm just saying, if by doing that, they can go right. We can do this. We're humans.
What do you mean? What do you mean in the name of Christ? What do you mean?
All I'm saying is, what's the point in doing it?
What do you mean?
If you could do it with humans, I'd say...
But what? Right, Karl, think about what you're saying, man.
Yeah, I'm saying...
If you could do it with humans, do what with humans?
Say if Einstein, right, didn't do all that maths that he did, right? Say if he got to E equals and then he died. Squash his brain, give it to someone else, say, right, eat that. And they go, right, it's E equals MC squared, isn't it? What I'm saying is...
But they wouldn't. They'd go, E equals... Oh. Wouldn't they? If it was chemical memory, they'd go, oh, E equals... Oh, yeah, same as Einstein said. Yeah, I just ate his brain. What am I saying? What have you made? Karl, think what you're saying. It's unbelievable. The thing is, right, you are what a scientist does. You just keep saying why and what and why and what. But nothing's ever enough for you, which is good. It's nice to have an insatiable...
I get annoyed with all the amount of time and effort that's put into stuff that's useless. What's the next stage to squashing that leech? If it's not going anywhere, forget it. Work on something else. It's the same way in some science magazine I was reading about, is he anything smaller than a quantum electron or something?
Yeah.
It's like, if it's not getting in the way, don't worry about it. Why are they worrying about things we can't see?
If you blended up Karl's brain and fed it to someone, would it make any difference? They wouldn't even notice, would they?
You fed it to Elise, and Elise would go, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what... Where was I going?
I'm even more confused.
I don't know. Foo Fighters, Best of You on XFM 104.9. All right, Karl, you calm down now about science.
Oh, it just does me head in, a lot of this stuff. I think I would have been better off sort of growing up in the 1940s or something.
Why?
Where there isn't as much science going on. People just live, don't they, for the moment.
So
you know what I mean?
What if you'd had to go to war?
What?
What if
All right,
you-
maybe 1945, then I'd be happier. Just after the war. Just that bit after the war and before they started
What
messing
age?
about.
What year would you want to be born?
When was the war over?
45.
Right. 46 then.
But there'd be
Born
rationing.
46.
There's rationing for another 10 years.
56 then.
But there's a lot of science going on.
Oh, forget it. It just annoys me, all the messing about. They're always messing about with stuff, and I sometimes think, is it doing any good? Is what I mean. Mouse with ears, mouse with monkey's testicles. They're messing about with a mammoth now.
Go on.
Well, they're just saying, well, they're managing to knock one together.
Who
And
asked?
you just think, some scientist somewhere. again, just messing about.
Andy.
No, but it's just, do we need, I mean, we've done it before about the do we need them thing. The amount of creatures and insects and that are knocking about. You've got that caterpillar that I mentioned walking about, it doesn't know where it's going. Get rid of them. The mammoth, the world's busy enough, it's crowded, it's overcrowded now. How much room are they going to take up? Do you know what I mean?
Why are they doing it, Karl? Do you know? All you know is they're trying to muck around with them.
Because they can, because that's all it is, isn't it? Because they can. They're messing about. Someone's being paid to do stuff.
What else are we here for? If not to try stuff out. What else are we here for?
What do you mean?
Well, what are we here for?
Just to enjoy life, isn't it?
Well, some scientists enjoy knocking a mammoth together.
No, but don't worry about the mammoth. It died out. Maybe it died out for a reason. Why didn't Noah save it if it was important?
Because Noah, what do you mean? Noah's not true, is it?
Well, I don't know. There might have been some truth in it.
What truth in it? That he put 2 of every animal that existed into an ark. How big was this then? Why didn't they eat each other?
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying.
Imagine the noise, Karl.
Yeah.
No,
Trying to get a bit of kit there.
There's points to that where I go, that didn't happen, because where could he have been where there was a hamster and an elephant and a crocodile? Where was he? Do you know what I mean?
But none
I'm
of it's
saying,
true. What bit do you believe?
What do you mean?
It got a bit wet.
What are we talking about? The mammoth or the...
No. What is up with you?
No, it's just that we had a lot...
seriously, have you got brain damage?
No, it's just that we had a lot of topics going on there. I just don't know which...
No, we were talking about Noah. And then you suddenly go, I know where did we... What? The mammoth or Noah? What? What you did, none of it's true. What? Think of it. Oh, God. Think of the first thing. Build an ark. All right.
Could I just clarify, what's an ark?
It's a big boat thing.
Right. I've never had any experience of
Just
carpentry.
build a big boat thing.
But I don't make...
Just have a go. Don't worry, you'll be all right. I'll make sure it's all right.
But once I've built that, I mean, how big should I build it? What am I...
Very big. It needs every animal. 2 of every
let's
animal.
not be
Go
there.
on. Every
Oh, in
animal.
the boat building, fair enough.
I told you to make it big.
Right.
Don't worry about the fish. They can swim.
Okay, but so
All
what's
the
thing?
birds.
Like,
Get the flightless ones though. They're drowned. Get the flightless ones. They would not the penguins. They're flightless, but they can swim. But all other animals.
I should be writing this down.
Why? I mean, wouldn't you have took that opportunity to go, right, forget the, whatever. Mind you, the jellyfish didn't need to get in it, did it? But there's other animals where you can
We
go,
don't need to be here. No. Because Karl is actually having a little argument with his own head. It's like, you remember that comic strip, The Numbskulls?
Yeah.
Where there's loads of people in there doing different stuff, that he can hear them.
Yeah.
And sometimes his own mind puts him off.
Yeah.
Like just then, he has an argument with himself and it puts him off. Right, what's your question?
I'm just saying, don't mess about with a mammoth.
Whoa.
Good.
Okay.
Well, what a platform. It's good. You know, we've got our radio show, we've got our own radio show. People are spending money to advertise it. People are actually bothering to listen. And the words of wisdom coming out of your mouth is don't mess around with a mammoth.
Brilliant.
Great.
No, but just going back to...
You sound just like Bob Geldof.
I can't be bothered with this.
He's trying to say...
What can't you be bothered with?
Just because I think I've got a good point.
What? Don't mess around with a mammoth.
That's not the point.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, Missing Roy. Well, what are you talking about?
It's just that I think there's too many animals knocking about.
Well, this is probably the most embarrassing of those entrance stories.
Yeah.
I was down in South London once, went down to some party that was taking place in some kind of swanky bar where there was a doorman on the front and a charge. I think it was something mental, like a tenner to go in. It was crazy. It was ludicrous. I don't know what I was doing down there. And I was in the queue.
We'll establish what you mean by swanky later, because that could be...
And it was a posh place.
Was it?
And so there's a queue outside, and there was one of these doormen who thought it was like kind of Studio 54. He was like sort of, you know, choosing people who could come in. Yeah, you two come in now. You know, and I've been there for ages, obviously. I was on my own because I got there late.
And clogs.
Exactly.
I've dressed up for this.
And there were these two girls next to me. I'm thinking, if I'm in a queue, I've told you before, if I'm in a queue and if I'm stuck with two girls, you know, I'm thinking, oh, what a great opportunity, you know, use the old merchant charm. Yeah. And so I'm there, and I'm sort of thinking, you know, kind of sort of give them a nod or whatever, you know, a wink.
Yeah.
And they're loving it.
Yeah. They move to the back.
They're putty in my hands, really, because you can imagine.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, to really seal this off, I'll get us in. Like, I'll sort of skip the queue. So the guy sort of coming along, he's picking people off, the doorman, and I just grabbed him. I just grabbed him like that. And I said it so everyone could hear. Right? And I thought this was brilliant. I said to him, how much is it? He went, 10 quid. I went, I'll give you 7. That was my bribe. I'll give you 7. That's the whole £3. No, that can't be right.
No.
He must have said a £5, and I said, I'll give you 7.
Yeah.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
That's giving him a £2 incentive.
A £2 incentive.
That's it. I'll give you 7, you can make up the 10.
Exactly.
You can, if you let me in, you can put in 3 yourself, mate. That never works, does it?
He said to me, I can't be bothered. I'm just going to have a kip, I think. I'm so tired.
Was it percentages that put you off?
That frazzled me initially.
I mean, it's a funny anecdote when you're giving him £2.
Yeah.
It's even funnier when you're getting him
when
to
he's
put up
paying
stuff.
me as well.
Oh, I love it. Well, we're gonna play a record, then we're really gonna concentrate. XFM 104.9, Ricky Gervais show.
Steve Merchant's also involved. Go to bed now.
Karl Pilkington. Tell us about this monkey, Karl.
You're going to love this one, Steve, right? So last week we were talking about how, like, a lad left his family because there was problems at home and that. He went and lived in the wood. He got airy, right?
No.
Leave it there, Rick. We haven't got time to go into
right,
it.
so...
That's what happened.
And that's what happened. He lived with the monkeys. He went airy.
That's what happened.
Looked into some other stuff about, like, airy kids and all that.
Yeah.
Came across this story about a bloke, right, who worked in a zoo.
Oh, dear.
Right? So...
Trouble's brewing.
Loving his job and that, but it's quite a lonely sort of job because you don't see many people. You're just dealing with animals all the time, right? So anyway, he gets a bit pally with a monkey because it's the closest thing to a human.
Well, that ape is.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't really go that close to apes. It's dangerous.
What do you mean? What type was it? Do you
Just
mean
let him tell the
Was it
story.
a chimpanzee?
I reckon it was a chimp, yeah. Yeah, it was
you
a
don't
chimp.
even know, so
it was
that's
a
an
chimp.
ape.
It was a
Okay.
chimp. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does it?
So he
It's the
gets
story.
pally with him.
Right, so he gets pally with
Well,
him.
then they go on
and
holiday together?
Well, no, I mean, it starts
On the
off.
pool together.
It starts off just checking each other out and probably sharing lunch and that together.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, this goes on for a while. They're getting on well on that, and then after a while, right, the monkey starts sort of imitating him a bit more and sort of walking upright.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right. So he thinks, oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, they get on really better and what have you. So he thinks he could live at home with me. Because we're getting on the storm.
Yeah.
Right. So he takes him home, and before
Is
you
this
know
the
it,
beginning of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think it is. I think you've seen this on video.
I'm worried because he's already imitating him and they're moving in together. I'm thinking it's maybe a bit like single white female. Single white zookeeper.
Oh, brilliant.
right. So anyway. So he's moving in, and it's getting used to sort of the normal human life. He's having a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah. PG tips.
As a he finishes the day off with
Oh dear.
Finishes the day off with what?
He
with
does,
a
he doesn't
little
have him
brandy.
move a piano at one point, does he?
Finishes the day off with a little brandy.
Yeah.
What, he pours himself. Is he wearing a smoking jacket?
I'll tell you what, Carl, you're a maniac, mate.
No, this is why it attracted me. It's amazing, right? So he's having his brandy and that, loving his life. Next thing you know, he sort of, I don't know if he loses it or he gets shaved, but the top half of his body is hairless. Right? Apart from his head. Right, so he's got a nice
So it's the
little head.
opposite of the kid.
Well,
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
that would happen.
Right?
Well, hang on, but so you don't know if
You
he
don't
was
even
shaved
know.
or if it's
How did it say? Then the hairless. What?
I'll bring it in for you, the story, and then you
All
can
right, well,
see if
okay,
I've gone wrong.
keep going.
So anyway, so this is going on, and he's having a great life. Then the zookeeper starts getting a bit annoyed because he's having a better life than the zookeeper. The zookeeper's in the zoo.
This is such
So the
rubbish.
zookeeper's still got to do a day's work. The monkey's at home, he's partying,
well,
he's
it
got
gets
his
to a
other
point when he
chipmates
says
round.
there's no point you coming in to the zoo because the whole reason of you being there was because you're being kept there.
Right.
And he didn't want to bring the memories back, so he said, you stay at home. So
You are you're talking such.
Just let him finish.
God, I don't know if I can sit here and listen to this drivel.
I'm fascinated.
it's
It
nearly
sounds
over
amazing.
anyway, right?
It sounds extraordinary, Carl.
So he's walking up, right? He's having a tea in the morning, finishing the day off with brandy. Gets a bit out of hand, only tries it on with the zookeeper's wife.
Make him go away, Steve.
How does he do that?
Well, because he's around humans a lot, he becomes a bit of a charmer. And
But what is it that he could do to seduce her? Pick fleas out of her?
he didn't say.
He's
But-
built. He was built.
Yeah, it's well done.
so what about that?
What do you mean, what about it, Carl? It's obviously not true.
I don't understand how the
I
monkey...
love the fact he becomes a charmer. He's got better taste in brandy.
Exactly.
And he,
What was it that he was doing that seduced her?
I don't know. Maybe because he was at home more than the zookeeper was.
But what would he be doing,
I love
Carl?
the fact that-
He's not going to be talking with her. They're not going to be playing like, Trivia Pursuit.
Maybe she liked the silent type. He didn't go into that. He just said that's when the trouble started.
Carl, play a record.
Right.
Is that what Suzanne did when she brought you in?
As seen and talked about in Heat.
In Heat magazine.
It's got really tough this week now. We're not messing about anymore.
Right.
Got some good prizes.
Absolutely, yeah, we'll talk about those later. Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Carl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Wet Knee Houston.
Whitney Houston.
And
Yeah.
also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course.
I
I don't think it was confusion, I think it was your error.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valance, and you meant Pelmet.
Then
One.
Becky, who called up that time and said, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet, right, she sent me an email in a week saying, I've done a bit of research.
Yeah.
It was my fault. I've made an error.
Yeah.
It is a Valance.
Okay.
And I know about Valances. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them.
Yeah.
Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington.
So
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valance around the table.
She just got Valence on everything now. Right?
Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. Yeah. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valance around that.
That's genius.
Yeah.
So,
That is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made a little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft.
Yeah.
He's great.
So everything's got a Valance.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are you'll get a Valance around your head.
Yeah. This is this is Auntie Who,
Auntie Nora.
and this is the one that farted for 5 minutes.
She did.
Lest our listeners forget.
Lest we
farted
forget.
for 5 minutes. Called his mum, saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She's about 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into
Well,
the
my
fight.
mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped. And,
She couldn't time it because there was a balance over the clock.
Yeah, she
Because it used to
couldn't
annoy
time
her when
it,
she was
yeah.
on the phone and you put her off seeing the
So
time.
she was
guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fire.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't making a noise. It was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise.
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So, there you
That's
go.
fantastic. Well, we started off with a new one, a little bit of Foo Fighters. We like new and old on this show, don't
Indeed,
we?
we like to mix it up.
I'd like to play to the Smiths from their debut album, I Don't Owe You Anything. Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, Steve Merchant.
Hello there.
Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Don't be nervous. We might see a difference in Karl. He's a little bit shy. There's someone here from the BBC filming this, part of that celebrity boxing thing. The Fight, I think it's called, and they want to get a little clip of this, so we're going to let them film for a minute, and then they're going to go away. Is that all right, Karl?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be on camera, do you? Do you?
I think it ruins radio, doesn't it? Do you know
Well,
what I
not
mean?
for the people listening, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it does, because people are like, oh, he sounds like a bit of a looker.
What, you?
Yeah. And then they'll see it on the telly, and they'll go, God, yeah, his head is round.
It is round, though, isn't it?
So...
Guess what? I got a call yesterday, you'll love this, Steve, from MTV. And they were wondering if they could screen test Karl.
That's outrageous.
I'm loving it. And I was going, yeah, and I said, yeah, it's fine. I'll come down with him, and I was saying, what about this and that, and they were loving it. I called him up, he went, oh no. I went, why not? He went, well, I'm looking at my reflection now in the mirror. He said, I shouldn't be on the telly.
What would you wear for your screen test, Karl? What kind of look would you try and cultivate? Because you've got to bear in mind that the audience out there, they don't know what you look like. So would you be a snappy dresser like, say, Jonathan Ross, or would you go for your kind of street cash look?
Can't wear a suit.
You can't wear a suit?
Don't hold it well. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll probably wear my woolly hat, because that takes some years off me.
It does. He looks about 10 with a woolly hat on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
is it quite a cool woolly hat, or has it got a bobble?
charcoal, I'd say it's the in colour.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll probably wear me anorak.
Right.
Oh, he's going for the... He's going for glam. He's going for quite a glam look.
Yeah, no one else has
dressed
done
for
it.
a jumble sale. Wow. Yeah.
But I'm not that happy about it all, to be honest.
Are you going to do it? You're not going to do it?
Well, I'm sort of stuck in the middle, because throughout my life so far, I've never planned for anything, right? It's just always happened.
Yeah.
The time, you know what I mean, being in plays at school, never planned it, but when I did it, I went down the store.
It was a
that sort of
triumph,
thing.
yeah, we all remember that.
So,
As I remember, you did Little Donkey.
did Little Donkey, yeah.
And then later, someone was filming at the back. Was it your dad's mate?
My dad's mate. Well,
Yeah. And on the camcorder, he listened to it back, watched him playing it. His dad says, just off camera, what does he say?
I don't want to say it because I'm in charge of the show and I'd be irresponsible.
He looks like a right twat.
So,
And so he gets home, listening, watching that, and then here's his dad just off camera go, he looks like a right twat.
yeah, all right, yeah.
What are you worried about? Your dad saying that, or the
Can I
word?
just interject? Because I'm really worried about this idea of Karl being on MTV, because the problem is that, let's be honest, Rick, I mean, we're getting by the skin of our teeth, aren't we, really? It's only Karl that's keeping this afloat.
Yeah.
And if he gets on MTV and the world sort of gets a sense of him and they understand him, and he won't be ours anymore, we won't be able to control him, it'll be out there, it'll be in the
Well,
public domain.
that's the thing. No, that's the thing. That's the terrible thing, though, isn't it? It's like, Karl is my pet, but I realise I've got to release him into
He's
the wild.
the wild.
And, because I love him, I know he's got to go free.
Sure.
But I want to...
It's like Kez. Maybe someone will beat him to death and we won't have to worry.
I'll have you on, though. I'll have you on as a guest. Which gets me on to something we've got coming up today.
Oh, yeah, he's got a new idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know, like, I've talked about ghosts, and we had that good discussion the other week walking to Piccadilly Circus Station, and I was telling you about ghosts, and you were saying, Karl, don't be an idiot, and all that. Spoke to a woman in the week, done a little interview with her.
You've done a little interview?
Done a little interview, 2 minutes or so, with a woman who's got ghosts in her house. So,
I look forward to hearing that later. That sounds brilliant.
coming up later.
Well, I'm going to play a classic tune now. I've just gone straight for it. I've gone for the jugular. This is Ziggy Stardust.
Because, I mean, was it last week that you had the classic? Was it, I can't remember, I'm paraphrasing, Karl, apologies. Something like, I'm here in Texas, I've fallen in a puddle, and my knee has got wet.
Yeah. Wet Knee Houston.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Also, it was last week when there was a little bit of confusion over the one for Holly Valance. Right?
Of course. I don't think it was confusion. I think it was your error.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Holy Valence, and you meant Pelmet.
Then Becky, who called up that time and said, "Oh, if you're getting mistaken with Pelmet," right? She sent me an email in a week saying, "I've done a bit of research. It was my fault. I've made an error. It is a Valence."
Okay.
And I know about Valences. As I told you last week, at the very end, my auntie loves them.
Yeah.
Right? She makes them. She started off just like putting them on top of the sort of window around the curtain. And then she thought, I can do more with this. And she had a little coffee table that had magazines underneath. And she said, I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I'm sat down.
She sounds like a Pilkington. So
I'm sick of seeing them magazines when I sit down.
So she put a Valence around the table.
She just got Valences around everything now. Right?
Then, next step, she tapes everything. She never actually watches telly. She tapes it all because she gets sick of listening to the adverts and that. So she tapes everything. So she's got loads of videotapes and that. And the video used to get on her nerves. When she was watching a film, she'd see the clock changing. And it distracted her from the film. So she put a Valence around that.
That's genius.
So,
that is
or is it mental? Only Mrs. Einstein can tell.
I don't know. She's even made her little Jack Russell look like a hovercraft. It's great.
So everything's got a Valence.
If you go round and you stand still for too long, the chances are she'll put a Valence around your head.
This is this is Auntie who?
Auntie Nora.
And this is the one that farted for 5 minutes. Lest our listeners forget. Farted for 5 minutes. Called his mum, saying I'm farting. 2 minutes into the fart.
She said about 2.5 minutes in.
She said I'm about 2.5 minutes into the
my
fart.
mum said, how long's it been going on for? She said, well, it was about 2.5 minutes before I called you.
Yeah.
And then it went on for a further 2.5 minutes or something. And then it stopped.
She couldn't time it because there was a Valence over the clock.
Yeah, she
it used to annoy her when she was on the phone and you put her off seeing the time. She was guessing it was 5 minutes.
This was one consistent fart.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't making a noise, it was just...
Oh, it wasn't making a noise?
Just gas.
Right, endless gas.
So, there you go.
That's fantastic.